Good evening. How are we all doing? Welcome to the Sunday sit back after another weekend of ups and downs and merry-go-rounds. I don't really go live straight after games of Arsenal because I've learnt my lesson now, because they frustrate me so much. So I like to let the dust settle and then we can talk about it and just chill and have a nice Sunday evening sitting back. But big up to every single one of you that's joined me tonight. Prome's in, Kawaja's in, AFC 1987, the Lux, ACG 66, Aces as well. Big up to every single one of you. Bless people, bless. And I also don't let Arsenal ruin my weekend anymore. I refuse for them to ruin my weekend. But we're here. We're here, people. We're here. Can we not keep relying on other teams? Yeah, messing up to make our performances look respectable, or gloss over the cracks just because other teams have messed up. Man City lost. Aston Villa have lost at home against Everton. When are we going to start taking responsibility at this football club and winning matches convincingly, with a bit of style, with a bit of va-va-voom, with a bit of panache? We've spent over £1 billion. This manager has built a squad over a 6-year period. And we're relying on other teams to swing the narrative by saying, oh, it's all right. It's a point gained. We should be sitting here 9, 11 points clear now. We should have got the job done against Liverpool at the Emirates, and we didn't score a goal. We should have got the job done against Nottingham Forest, and we didn't score a goal. And I haven't got a problem with missed opportunities, because I understand football. I've been watching it long enough, and I've also played as well at a decent level to know that you can't always get things right. But what worries me is that the same aspects in our team, the positions in our team, is still just as bad. And I'm talking about the attack, people. Our attack, let's be honest, has been woeful for the last 2-3 seasons. Definitely last season. And you're going to go, oh, that's a bit harsh. Well, not really, because that's why we went and bought a striker. Because we knew we had problems scoring goals. We knew we had problems finishing chances. Hence, that's why we bought a striker. Why did we go and buy Gyökeres if we didn't have problems? And the worrying thing is we've bought Gyökeres and we've still got problems. But now we've got problems in midfield as well. And we've got problems on our left still. And we've got problems on our right. The only way, let's be perfectly honest now, we can go round and round and round and Arteta this and Arteta that. That's fine. You know how I feel about the manager. I want him gone. Simple as that. I'll make no bones about it. But what I won't put up with is a football team that's nearly 7 years into a project and over £1 billion. And we look worse than what we did 2-3 seasons ago. That can't be acceptable on any level. And the only reason why we are top of the league, let's get it right. The only reason why we are top of the league is because man like Man City and Liverpool have not got their ball in order. They've not hit the ground running. Their season is also woeful. City are playing terrible. City are playing brilliant and then they're playing bad. Let's get it right. City and Liverpool are not good. Arsenal are not good. How are these teams anywhere near the top? You've got Man United in 4th. Everton have won today. They're 4 points off of Champions League and they're sitting 11th and 12th. The league is crap and Arsenal Football Club are winging it. Simple as that. We are top by default. I don't want to rely on other teams falling behind, falling by the wayside. I want to take the ball by the horns and actually win a game of football myself. I want to watch the Emirates and come out the Emirates with a spring in my step, bouncing. I'm coming out the Emirates thinking, why did I bother? I've not even got onto players and individual performances yet. So that's my opening, something for you to think about tonight before we get into the show. That's something that you can all be thinking about. You might agree with what I've said on my opening lines. If anyone's watching this, you might disagree with me. But what you cannot disagree with is what your eyes see and the facts. And if you've been watching football for many, many years and you love this lovely game that we all like and that we all tune into, and that we all watch it from our living rooms, or we go live and watch it from the terraces, you cannot tell me that performance against Liverpool and that performance against Nottingham Forest is acceptable. Just because we are top and other teams are messing up, it's fine. It's not. It's shocking. Big up everyone that's in the house. Can't remember ever feeling this low about the club I've supported since 1970. We're top of the league, for fuck's sake. Exactly. Big up to you, my friend. I'm not happy, people. I'm not happy. This is a Sunday sit-back show. I should be buzzing now for this. I should be buzzing. I should be looking forward to Monday. We're in the middle of January. It's dark. It's miserable. It's damp. It's cold. We're all lacking vitamin D where there's no sun. We can't sleep of a night. Whatever. And then you got this dross turning up every week. What is going on? That game yesterday was an insult to all Arsenal fans. It's an insult to football. Not for Nottingham Forest. Not for Nottingham Forest, pro. Big up the Lux. It's such a disgrace that we're going to be the worst team in the Win League, DJ. Then Arteta is going to get a 5-year contract on Reigate City. Can I just tell you something here, Lux, right? And you've made a good point, brother, right? People say to me, how on earth do you want this manager sacked if we win the league? And I said, because he'd just be doing that with his shoulders and going, right, my job's done. I've done what I've said I would do. I've won the league. Because me, I don't want to just win the league. I want to then win the Champions League, and then I want to retain the Premiership. I want to win cups season in, season out for the next 5 years. This guy don't change his tactics. This guy still relies on the same players. This guy don't drop players that are pushing stinkers left, right and centre. And you want that for the next 5 years just because you've won a Premiership. Sorry, not for me. Not for me. Don't trust him. Told you I don't trust him. I'll be over the moon if he wins the Premiership. If I could, I'd shake his hand, pat him on the back. Well done, Mikel Arteta. There's the door. Thank you very much. Go out on a high. Because if you're going to serve me that for the next 5, I've been watching it for the last 3 seasons. Dross. If you're going to serve me that for the next 5 years, I'd rather not win the league. If he was a decent manager, we would have 2 or 3 titles. Facts. But at the end, who cares if we win the league? When we won at Anfield, it's not as if we had been playing brilliant all season, but people rocked up at Anfield believing, and he saw it through. We won cups before Anfield, my friend. Yeah, the expectancy. When you're looking at Martin Hayes, and we've paid £300,000 from and bought a player from Watford in Kevin Richardson, what are you expecting? This guy's spent £1 billion. We're buying players for 60, 70 million. We're buying a player that's been the best attacking midfield player for the last 3 seasons in Eze. And we've turned him into a player that looks like a guy that you play over the park with on your way home from school with a football and you put jumpers for goalposts. Make it make sense. If you're comparing George Graham's 89 at Anfield to this, then you need to rethink. I respect you 100%, my friend, 100%, and you're entitled to your opinions. And I say it on my channel. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, but I'm entitled for my answer back to you, my friend. Yeah, do not compare this manager with the greatest manager that ever set foot in Arsenal Football Club, because this manager would never, ever be able to do what George Graham did in winning our Cup Winners' Cup final and going to Anfield with them group of players. Ever. That all sounds like wishful thinking, Papa DJ. Listen, as I said, I haven't got a problem. And I understand we ain't going to play beautiful football week in and week out, but give me something, please. Please, stand up and be counted. So let's get on to the players, shall we? These are the quotes. That I've been reading. People, right? I'm going to share my screen with you. Yeah? I'm going to share my screen with you. These are the quotes that I've been reading. This is our attack, by the way. 6 years in, this is our attack. This is our attack. Okay? There it is. Noni Madueke, 6 out of 10. Made some good, incisive runs down the right. And some of his crosses were dangerous before being withdrawn early in the second half. Sometimes hold on to the ball too long. That's basic coaching. That is basic coaching. Should be told on the training ground, release. Get your head up. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, play someone in. Preferably Gyökeres. Holding on to the ball too long. Basic coaching. Victor Gyökeres, 4 out of 10. I'll repeat. 4 out of 10. Spurned a good chance to race away from the Forest defence as he couldn't get the ball under control properly. Seems to have a problem with controlling the ball, doesn't he? Listen, I don't want Havertz back in the team. I want to stick by Victor Gyökeres. He seems to have a problem controlling the ball. Where have we heard that before? He's had a problem controlling the ball all season. And I know what people are saying. Oh, he don't get the service. He don't get this. He don't get that. But controlling a football is basic skills. Controlling a football is basic skills. You don't need service to control a football. It's basic from any forward. Alan Smith, you know, Golden Boot winner under George Graham. In the 89 at Anfield, I was there. Lee Dixon pumped the ball up to him. The guy plucked it out the air, got control of it, and out the corner of his eye saw Mickey Thomas make his run and won us the league at Anfield. Alan Smith, you know. So don't tell me about service when this guy is struggling to control a football. Gabriel Martinelli, there's a shock. Me and Kenny Ken was telling everyone sell him 2 seasons ago. Oh, but he got a hat-trick the other day, but he can't give you 90 minutes of football. He can't give you that. He hasn't been able to give you that. Man can't even get his head up. Missed the biggest opportunity of the first half when it may have been easier to score. Was sometimes out-muscled by Aina too. Sometimes he's been out-muscled more than anyone I've ever seen on an Arsenal shirt. That's the attack, people. That's the attack. This is something that we have spent £1 billion on a 6-year project, 7-year project. You can listen to all your AFTVs and all of that, trying to gloss it up. Oh, but it's a point gained. No. It should be 9 points. It should be 11 points. We should be away now. We should be booking hotels for the parade. We should be having our feet up, sipping cocktails in January, going to work on a Monday morning with our Arsenal shirts on, feeling proud, puffing our chests out. Instead of that, we're relying on Man City and Aston Villa and Liverpool effing up. And then the audacity of most Arsenal fans are crying over a penalty decision. All the manager can talk about is the penalty and the VAR. Are you mad? You're relying on a penalty decision against Nottingham Forest. And you're waxing lyricals over, we should have got the penalty. It was a blatant penalty. Stonewall penalty. No, it wasn't. If you're giving penalties, it's true what Sean Dyche said. If you're giving penalties for that, you might as well stop watching football. Put the boot on the other foot then. If Gabriel would have done that and Nottingham Forest had got the penalty, what would you all be saying? Oh, it weren't a penalty. How can you give a penalty for that? Behave yourselves. Stop glossing it. Stop going round in circles and look at the bigger problem. 50 years I've been watching this football club address the problems. The problems are we have no attack. We have no goal scorer. We have no captain, and we have a midfield that turn up when they want to turn up, and a manager that's clueless in games. I'm fed up with it, people. Absolutely fed up with it. Fed up of all the excuses. I'm fed up of going referees, footballs, injuries, yellow cards, fixture pile-ups. Get used to it. Fed up with it. Gyökeres will be gone next season or the season after that. He just doesn't suit us. Definitely Arteta doesn't fancy him. He don't fancy any striker, my friend. That's why he's never bought one. That's why he's never bought one. Why do you think he hasn't bought a striker in 5 years? Because he can't coach him. He don't know how to. What happened to Lacazette? What happened to Aubameyang? What happened to Eddie Nketiah? Reece Nelson? Attacking midfielder? Emil Smith-Rowe? What's happened to Nwaneri? You're telling me Nwaneri couldn't have been used yesterday? He didn't even make bench. Sick and tired of the excuses, people. Nottingham Forest is 17th in the Premier League. Doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you are, I've said it and said it and said it and said it and said it. If you are organised, if you are set up in a way against Arsenal Football Club and you match us man for man, it don't matter if you're 17th. It don't matter if you're playing in the Sunday League. This manager cannot find a way to break it down. He can't do it. He's like for like subs. What did he do yesterday? Madueke on, Saka off, Martinelli off, Trossard on, Gyökeres off, Jesus on. Like for like subs. Did he try anything different? No. Did he try playing with two strikers? No. Did he try putting Saka on the left, Madueke on the right? No. Did he try going free at the back? No. When are you going to realise this manager can't? He's got one. Honestly, I'm sure the geezer's autistic. He's got one way and that's it. Incredible. Only creativity we have in midfield, DJB, is Rice free kicks and corners. Spot on, Joseph. Spot on. Spot on. That's the only creativity he has. Big up Lynch that's in here, my friend. Big up Lynch. Big up to everyone. I'm sorry I'm not getting your comments up quick enough, people. I'm on one tonight, people. I'm on one. I've been sitting on this all weekend. All weekend I've been sitting on this. Yeah, but big up to everyone. You know I appreciate every single one of you that are in. Odegaard offers nothing. I'm going to get onto Odegaard in a minute. I'll tell you what, right? Let's have a look at some of these quotes in midfield. Yeah, look at this clown. Look, midfield. Declan Rice, 7 out of 10. Oh, there's a surprise. Oh, let's go down to Zubimendi, shall we? World class, Super Mendy. Shows up in one game against Liverpool, goes missing in the following game away at Nottingham Forest. 1 game good, 2 games crap. 1 game good, 3 games crap. That is not world class. Man like Zidane never rocked up in one game and gave you a 9 out of 10 performance, and then rocked up in another game and gave you 6 out of 10. This guy was banging out 8s and 9s out of 10s every single game. Pirlo's, Liam Brady's, David Rocastle's, Paul Merson's, Patrick Vieira's, 8, 9s out of 10 every single game. This guy, 7 out of 10 one game, 5 out of 10 another. The Spaniard wasn't as effective as he's been in recent weeks, as Forrest Anderson impressed up against him in the centre of the park. Anderson, you know. Anderson, you know. At schooling, taking Zubimendi on a dog walk. Big up Nicholas Vivaris, big up the Lynch, big up Aces. Lee Highbury Halo, Odegaard offers nothing. Let's talk about Odegaard, the captain, El Capitano, the man that can't be dropped, the man that's indestructible. Yeah? Joe 90 settings, if anyone's old enough to remember Joe 90. Yeah? Indestructible. Martin Odegaard, the worst football captain I've ever seen at this football club. Notice I've not hardly mentioned Arteta. Before everyone goes, oh, it don't matter what he says, he wants Arteta out. I'm not mentioning Arteta, I'm mentioning what I'm seeing on the pitch. I'm at the players. Not got to Arteta yet. 5 out of 10. And the man is still on the pitch. The Norwegian has been in good form of late, has he? What's that? When he's getting out of bed and making his breakfast. So much so that he's keeping Eze out the team. No, he's not keeping Eze out the team. The manager's keeping Eze out the team. The football manager is keeping Eze out the team. Any other big football club with ambition, Odegaard would not be playing against Manchester United next week. Have you heard the saying, people, recently? The only team, the only way Arsenal are going to stop is Arsenal themselves. Arsenal will be Arsenal's biggest downfall. You've been hearing everyone say that, haven't you? Why is that? Because of the football manager. Keeping Eze out the team. There it is. There's your midfield. So your midfield trio, out of a possible 30, got 18 out of 30 for the whole midfield. I'll get more in a pub quiz. People. Big up the Martin Tap. Thank you. Odegaard weak. No, I should never be captain. Shouldn't be on the field of play, Martin. Big up to you, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. Should not be on the field of play. Should not be going out. If that man comes out against Manchester United next week and I'm in the stadium, I'm causing a problem. I'm booing. Puss poor against Liverpool, Chelsea again, Forest. Yep, Shifty. Get used to it, brother. Can you imagine if we do? Can you imagine if we win the league and win silverware? This manager getting 5 years. You get 5 years of this. You'll get another 3-5 years of this. Players not performing, players falling off of end of a cliff, losing form, players getting a run out every single game, no matter how badly they play, because they all suck up to the manager and say what a good boy he is and I like your trousers. Fans just because they like Arteta and his charisma and how he comes across in interviews. Fans that suck up to the football club because they want to get in the press conferences and get clicks. Is that what you want for your football club for the next 3-4 years? I don't. I'm paying £1,700 a month. I'm paying £1,700 a year season ticket. I don't want that. I want to change. At the end of this season, no matter what, I want to change. I'm fed up with it. I want this football club to be great again on all aspects. I want to see me David Rocastles. I want to see me Paul Mersons. I want to see me Alan Smiths. I want to see me Thierry Henrys. I want to see me Lee Dixons, me Kenny Sansons, me Liam Brady's, me Graham Rickses, Ray Parlers, Lawrence. That's what I want to see, people. I don't want to see this merry-go-round of crap and acceptance just because it suits the narrative and the PR that gets thrown out of this football club every 5 minutes. What it looks like, image. I don't support the image, I support Arsenal. Lee Ivory can go there. We get rid and gets the sack from Real 3 months. Yeah. Let him go to Real Madrid. Let him go. I would love Arteta to go Madrid. Shortlist of such PR nonsense. He will get sacked with any... Listen, do you honestly think that Real Madrid would put up with a manager for 6 years not winning anything? They don't even put up with a manager for half a season without winning anything. Sold our best left back in Kieran Tierney. Yeah. Yeah. Ethan Nwaneri, what's happened to him? Ethan Smith Rowe, sorry, got it wrong. Got it wrong, people. I'm really sorry, got it wrong. Ethan Smith Rowe. Anyone seen him? Because you ain't going to see him. Finished. He's ruined Eze's career. He's ruined Ethan Nwaneri's career before it even started. Martinelli's gone. He's finished. He gets ahead of Trossard now. Can you believe it? Trossard, our most prolific striker all season. And he starts Martinelli instead of Trossard. Done it before, didn't he? Trossard was balling out in the false nine, scoring goals, creating. What does he do? He done it the other season. Puts Jesus in and drops him. Saka comes on. What does he do? He plays the same way, week in, week out, week in, week out. Do you think man like Declan Rice ain't noticing? Do you think man like Declan Rice is not rocking up now at training and after football matches going same old shit? Where do you think he's getting that from? Where do you think he's getting that from? He's played under David Moyes and men like this that can change games. Did you see how Moyes played against Aston Villa today? Yeah. Yeah, it's creeping in. You ask Matty Savanguna, right? You ask Matty Savanguna. I spoke to him backstage a few months ago now, and I said to Matty, there's going to be uproar in this football team. There's going to be unrest. You'll be rocking up at a football match. You'll be rocking up at a football match, people, right? And you'll be going, where's Gyökeres? Why ain't he on the team sheet? He's not even on the bench. Where's Rice? Is he ill? Did he take a knock? There'll be a huge training bust up. And as soon as one of them stands up to this manager and questions him, that'll be his Arsenal career finished. That'll be his Arsenal career finished. You can gloss it however much you like, whether it was a penalty, whether it wasn't a penalty. There is no excuses for putting in the performance you put in against Liverpool and the performance you put in against Nottingham Forest. There is no excuses when you are chasing a title. Oh, you're overreacting, DJB. We're 7 points clear. It's a good job Man City are crap, isn't it? It's a good job Aston Villa have bottled it, or whatever you want to call it. It's a good job Liverpool never even got started. Can you imagine where we'd be this season? Because when they do get their ball in order, and when they do find their shooting boots, and when they do sort their slot lives out in Manchester, both clubs, Man United and Man City, they're coming. Man United are coming. Manchester United, the biggest club in world football, by the way, not this lot, the biggest club in world football, are a sleeping giant, and they're coming. They're coming. When he scored goals last season and was replaced by Madueke, was a 0 Premiership goals. Shifty, 100%, my friend. Carry on all day long. I like Mourinho up front. Why not bring him on instead of Alfred Jesus? Play Mourinho and Gyökeres up front. Try it. Try it. I haven't got a problem with drawing a game 0-0. If he goes round every single avenue, if he tries it, plays 2 up front, puts Saka on the left, Nwaneri on Madueke on the right, takes Odegaard off, puts someone in midfield, Norgard, anyone. Eze, brings on Eze. Goes 4-4-2. I haven't got a problem with it. But he does not do anything. He just sticks to the same principle. Week in, week out, game in, game out. Whether you're winning, whether you're losing, whether you're chasing, same. Like for like substitution, same system, same setup. What did Declan Rice say? Same old shit. Same old shit. Good on Senegal. They weren't favourites. Oh, Senegal's won the African nations. Big up to Senegal. Congratulations. Whoever's won the African nations. Big up to every single one. Yeah, Arteta is a narcissist. I don't know what he is. That might be better for them to leave this football club. Yeah, said it all the time, Pro. Go somewhere where you can get football, because you're not getting it at Arsenal. Happy for Senegal after a disgraceful cheating. Yeah, big up Senegal. I've not seen it. I've not watched it. I'll have to watch the highlights, though. I will watch the highlights. Yeah, just try something. 100, Lynch. 100. Just try it. Anything. Look at PSG last year in the semi-final. I'm giving it. Just try something different. Play 3 up top. Anything. Put Martinelli down the middle. Try anything. What does he do? Long ball, long throw, long goal kicks, kept to the same system. You know, it's craziness. Absolute craziness. And yeah, it's the first time we're seeing it like this. How come Villarreal took on Partey, but our club thought his situation was untenable? Don't know. I thought he got found not guilty, by the way. I'm not sure. But listen, that's all messy, and it's something I don't really want to get into, my friend. But all I do know is Zubimendi ain't Thomas Partey. I'm sorry. Lee Ivory Halls, how many times this season have you really been entertained this season? 3, 4 times. 4 times. Same as last season. I'm fed up with it, my friend. I'm absolutely fed up with it. It's every single game now. And do you know what gets me right? Let's talk about this midfield, because I'm sorry. How can you not beat a low block and a mid block? Yeah? How? Now, the reasons why Eze was brought to the football club, and people have said to me, yeah, but Eze at Crystal Palace, if you speak to some Crystal Palace fans, Eze was like that at Crystal Palace. He'd have one good game and then he'd go missing for the next 2 games. Well, ain't that what we've had with Odegaard for the last 2 seasons? Ain't that what we're getting with Zubimendi? We're getting inconsistency with established players at Arsenal. There's basic coaching not going on at this football club. Noni Madueke holding on to the ball too long is basic coaching. Passing sideways is from this football manager, from the instructions of this football manager. Gyökeres not being able to control the ball, I don't know. I don't know. Because it ain't the first time I've seen him not being able to control the ball. And do you know what I keep hearing? He offers something different. We don't lose games with Gyökeres in it. We weren't losing many games with Kai Havertz in it. We just weren't we just weren't getting over the line. This is what you've got to put up with. There will always be, the problem is with what I've got at the moment, there'll always be a reason of why something is not going well. Oh, this ain't happening because of this. Oh, the only reason why we didn't buy Gyökeres to be a striker, we bought him to do this. And it allows Saka to do this. Well, Saka ain't doing it. So that's not working, is it? To free up space for other players. But other players are not scoring goals either. When was the last time Saka scored a goal? He scored 4 all season. Just like he had Bale for 3 years until now. Yeah. No, Odegaard has one good game and he goes missing for a year. True, Waha. True. It's not the captain you want at your football team. Did man like Roy Keane have one good game and then go missing for 5 or 6? Just didn't happen. I won't lie, I enjoyed the Manchester derby yesterday, not just because City lost, but because United actually know how to play football. Do you know what, right? Isn't it amazing when you get rid of a virus, how quick the disease clears up? Isn't it? Isn't it amazing when you get rid of the core virus at the football club, how quickly the disease clears up? Hammering's been shown the door. In walks Carrick. Manchester United are unrecognisable, and that's just in one game. Because he's got hold of players, quality players, and he's gone to you've been doing this, and this. I don't want that. I want this, and this. Oh, and you're going to now play on. You're going to play here, and you're going to play there. And when you get the ball, you're going to look for this one. And when you get the ball, you're going to run with it and look for this one. Oh, boss, thank you very much. That's all I've been asking. Just play with a bit of freedom. That's all I want to do. And then they go and steamroll Man City. Isn't it amazing what can happen when club have got the balls to actually act like a big club and go, enough's enough. Enough's enough. Yeah, Carrick's not the answer long term, but we've had to act. I'm sorry. I know half the fans don't want to see him go, but sorry. This game showed what sabotage job Amorim was. Yeah, exactly, Waha. Exactly. Football players, right, when it comes to football, top professionals, they're not stupid. They're not stupid. It's their craft, right? They know what they're doing when they step on the field of play. They just need a little bit of spice and a little bit of direction. But if football players are playing the same system week in, week out, week in, week out, then it's all building up inside them. It's all building up inside them. And eventually, explosion, people. Not happy, body language is all wrong. Start mouthing it off down the tunnel, arguing with players over the training ground. Get frustrated on the pitch, start sliding into tackles, getting booked, getting sent off. Because they're not happy. You can't tell me this Arsenal camp's happy when you've got a man like Eze sitting on the bench and he's sitting there watching Odegaard pull stinker after stinker after stinker. But he knows he's going to get a game, and everyone else knows he's going to get a game. Then everyone's itching for Havertz to get back in the team because they think he's the next coming. What you've got to take on board, right, whether you like it or not, what you have to take on board is that the reason why these players were brought to the football team this season and the reason why we've improved our squad was to sort a problem out. And that problem was winning fuck all. And you've got a manager that has now put in the players that we was all gassing up at the start of the season in the summer transfer window on the bench and letting them rot. And then you've got a striker that's scoring 97 goals out of 102 games being thrown under a bus. But it's all right. If he wins the Carabao Cup, we'll keep him here for another 3 years. No problem at all. Go on, Mikel. Have another 3 years at this shit. Go on. No problem at all. It's impossible to have a captain. He can't tackle. He can't do anything. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. When I've grown up watching people like Liam Brady, and I've been watching Paul Mersons and great number 10s and all of that at this football club, he's poor. He is poor. He's not the number 10 I want at my football club. I'm concerned about Carrick next week. He may be off for a few managers. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Man United are coming to town next week. And if he wants to make, if this football manager at Manchester United wants to make a statement, he's already made one. If he wins at the Emirates next week, he could be turning heads in that boardroom and going, yo, he could be the man for the job because he's no fool, Carrick. He was a quality player. He done brilliant at Middlesbrough. He knows his stuff. If he gets the good feel factor in that team and he gets players performing, because they're not bad players, if he gets them performing and he rocks up at the Emirates next season and gets 3 points, then I want him gone. Because Man United are my biggest rivals. If you are a proper Arsenal fan, you don't worry about Spurs because they've always been crap. And just because they're your neighbours, that's fine. I get that. But if you're talking raw football and you're talking football and what it means to be an Arsenal fan, then Man United should be pretty much your biggest rivals. Not Spurs, because they've always been shit. Not Chelsea, because they've always been mid-table. And before Abramovich rocked up, they were nothing special. Not Man City, because, again, they was nothing special. They were Division 2, Division 1. Then they got relegated. Then they came back up again. It was like West Brom, boing, boing, Man City. Nothing. Man United and Liverpool were Arsenal's biggest games every single year. If they rock up next week and I'm sitting there and I'm watching Arsenal perform madness and crap and Man United take 3 points, it ain't going to be a pretty sit-back session, people. DJ, we think we'll get a point from the next 2 games. I'll tell you what, right, Lux, right? Big up to you, my friend. Take your Arsenal hat off. Take your Arsenal hat off. Get rid of it all and look at it from a football point of view. If I was to give you £1,000 and said to you, don't look at the league table, just look at football, what you've seen against Liverpool, what you've seen against Nottingham Forest, and say to me, and if I said to you, who would you put that £1,000 on next week, Arsenal or Man United? Chat. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Ignore the league table. Right now, current form, performance level, you're putting it on Manchester United. You're not putting it on Arsenal. Because from what I've seen from Arsenal, it's crap. Our attack is abysmal for this football club. I don't worry about XG. What it is, right, it's about putting that ball in the onion bag. That's what it's about. It's about hitting the back of that net, people. It's about the build-up play, how you get there, the way you've got there, and where the ball's ending up. And if it ends up in the back of the net, I don't give a monkeys. I don't want to know about XG. XG don't win me matches. Yeah? No one says, what's the XG score? What's the final score? 0-0, 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, 4-0. They don't say, what's the final XG score? Oh, we lost 1-0, but we had better XG than them. Oh, that's all right then. That's fine. Don't get involved in it, my friend. Just don't get involved with all this modern XG and all of that. Football's a very, very simple game. It's 22 players and 2 goalkeepers. Yeah. 2 goals and a football. One has to keep it out of one goal and one has to put it in the other goal. That is it. You've got corners and throw-ins. That is it. The rules have pretty much been the same for centuries. As Brian Clough said, don't complicate it. You won't be able to sleep at night. It's simple. It's a simple game. I'll tell you who confuses the games. All these coaches sitting there with tablets and laptops, managers, they complicate the game. It's not complicated. It really ain't. It really isn't. It's one of the easiest games to learn. You try and learn to play rugby. You try and learn how to play tennis, badminton. You try and be a swimmer, top class Olympic swimmer. That's hard. Getting up 4 o'clock every single morning, pounding the swimming pool. Going back in the afternoon, pounding the swimming pool. 2 hours in the gym. Back in the swimming pool in the evening on the same day. 6-7 days a week. That's hard. Football's not hard. They've got all the best facilities, all the best training grounds. They have all the best chefs. They sleep in the best hotels. They arrive at the grounds in the best coaches. Some of them get airplanes. To go to London to Newcastle, they fly. Honestly. Ridiculous, man. Big up Lee for the raid, 100%. Big up for the raid, my friend. Big up Lee. Hell Capitan. Big up Sweden. I'm telling you now. If we get beat by Manchester United next week, I'll be on the. I'll be right on it. I'll be right on it. Telling you now, guys, can you do me a favour? It's 143 in the building. Make sure that you're all smashing a like. We should at least have 100 likes. I'm on one tonight, people. I'm actually on one. I'm on one. So let's talk about the attack of Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal Football Club have no attack. You can go round and round and round and round and round, and you can look at it at every single avenue you want. You can look at XG, PG, FG, PG tips, whatever you want. We have no attack. It is abysmal. It's clueless. It doesn't flow. It doesn't excite anyone. We've got players that can't control the ball. We've got players that can't put crosses in. And we've got players that are not shooting. It's easy. It's predictable. And this is a team that's had £1 billion spent on it and a manager going into its 7th year. And we're still struggling to break down football teams. Arteta is a coward defensive manager. Trouble is, right, I've seen defensive managers. I've seen many defensive managers over the years, but I'll tell you what some defensive managers give you. They give you variety. They give you a plan B. I haven't got a problem with a defensive manager or a defensive coach-minded manager, but give me something when it's not working. Give me a plan B when it's not working. This guy is defensive and cowardly, and he's got no plan B to back it up, my friend. That's the difference. That's the difference. Some managers are more attacking. Some managers are more defensive and cautious. Not a problem. Give me a plan B. David Moyes had a plan B against Aston Villa tonight. Very, very simple plan. Very simple plan. He had Barry running the channels and he kept Grealish hugging the touchline to give him an option. And every time Grealish got the ball, he showed quality and drew a free kick. He also had Dwight McNeil getting the ball and driving forward with it, opening up the space, bypassing man like Rodgers and Tielemans. So every time there was a space, he attacked it. And then when he had to go defensive, he made it narrow. And he had 2 banks of 4. And he defended on the edge of his box. That's how you got to watch football. That's me watching football. So David Moyes, in his mind, he's thinking, if we score first, then we could win this game. What does Arteta do? Plays defensive, acts like a coward, like for like subs, no system, nothing changes, nothing different. He's got coaches on the line. He's not listening to them. He's not listening to them. Arteta couldn't stop pregnancy plan B. Couldn't stop anything, man. Wingers are fullbacks under Arteta. Yep. Again, I ain't got a problem with wingers track backing. Don't see Grealish track back much, do you? Just occupies that kind of area where if wingers have to cut the ball back, he picks it up. That's all he does. Arteta plays 4 centre-backs and 2 CDMs. Doesn't flow enough. No flowing. The attacking's boring. It's predictable. Arsenal should be thanking City and Villa for losing their games before the gap should have been closed to 74 points. We said it earlier on, my friend. Big up, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to the community. We are relying, and I'm sick and tired of it. We are relying on other teams putting in stinkers to make our performances look okay. Because what's the narrative now? You heard the pundits say it. Oh, that's a well-earned point for Arsenal. That's a brilliant point for Arsenal. Why? Because Aston Villa and Man City lost. It's a brilliant point for Arsenal. How about being 9 points clear? How about beating Liverpool in midweek and being 11 points clear? Or 10 points clear? Oh no, but it's a point. Point gained at Forest just because Man City and Nottingham Forest, just because Man City and Aston Villa slipped up. Suddenly it's fine. It's perfect. Everything's good. Martinelli's performance doesn't matter. Gorkarez not being able to control the ball doesn't matter. Noni Madueke holding onto the ball for too long doesn't matter. Zubimendi doing his usual one game, free crap games business. Odegaard waltzing around the football pitch, playing hide and seek. Doesn't matter. All that now doesn't matter because Aston Villa lost, so it don't matter. We gained a point. Nothing matters now. The manager's got out of jail again. And he won't be held accountable for it. Why? Why do you honestly believe, why do you keep thinking this penalty decision keeps getting dragged up? Why is this penalty decision keep getting dragged up? Because it covers up all the other crap. It was never a penalty. You can't give penalties for that. If you're giving penalties for that, don't watch football. Because that's not what I want to see a penalty given for. And if that was given against Arsenal, I'd be absolutely raging. And so would everyone else that keep going, oh, it was a penalty, we were robbed. No, we weren't. The manager has robbed you with his inept in-game management. That's who's robbed you. Big up DJB Arteta and no accountability. I'm happy let him dig himself deeper. He's a coward. Yeah, big up DG. Big up, my friend. Make sure you're all smashing alike, people. Big up to everyone that's in, Lynch and everyone. Kawaja, big up, my friend. Nice to see you on Aaron's show on Friday, my friend. Big up to you. LVB0909. I'm a neutral supporter in the Premier League. I think you guys lose versus United. Your facts. Listen, I'm not knocking you for that, my friend. As I said, if you watch football right now, and you look at yesterday's performance, what Man United put in, and you look at Arsenal's performances against Liverpool and Man City, you'd have to say Man United are favourites going into that game. You've got to ignore the fact that we're unbeaten at the Emirates and where we are in the league. That won't matter. Right now, on performance level, Man United going into that game are favourites. And if Carrick can rock up there and get something from that game, it's going to absolutely boost his CV at that football club. Big up Darren Sullivan, my friend. That was close, but not a pen. I thought it may have been initially, but not for me. It's not a pen. It's not a pen, my friend. Not a pen. He's not moved his arm. He's not deliberately sort of brought it down. You know, it's just rolled along him. It was like that. You know, when you see Ronaldo do all these tricks and all these players do the tricks where they juggle the ball and let the ball roll down their arm and all of that. It was just like, I can't even look at it as a pen. If we are relying on that to get 3 points against Man City, when we've spent £1 billion on this football team and we're relying on a handball to get 3 points, there's something seriously wrong. Make sure you smash a like, guys. Welcome to the Arsenal Huddle sit back session. It's normally more chilled than this, but I'm sorry, I'm sick of it now. I had to sit through Liverpool in midweek, and I've had to sit through that yesterday. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, I can't praise it. There's no positives. What do you mean there's no positives? We're 7 points clear. Really? Really? Okay. Yeah, I suppose we're 7 points clear. Whoop-we-do. Am I excited? No. Because I know what's coming. I know what's round the corner. Big up yourself, Gunner67. Big up, my friend. Big up. Carrick is clever. He's no fool, mate. He's no fool, my friend. I've not seen the team bash up City like that for a while. In fact, they're capable of that. They're Manchester United. They're Man United, sleeping giants. We've been mocking Manchester United. They're sitting in 4th place. Let's get this league table up. Right? They're sitting in 4th place. I mean, I looked at something today which was mad, right? After that Everton win. After that Everton win, right? I couldn't believe it. Big up to everyone that's in, guys. Make sure you smash in the likes. And if you've come across the huddle for the first time, welcome. Have a little sub on it as well. So Arsenal, 50 points. We've lost 2 games. Oh, but we've only lost 2 games. Could have been a lot worse, though, couldn't it? Yeah, but it's not, is it? No, it's not. But it is. Because you're seeing crap performances. And you know what's coming. Man United are only 7 points behind us. We're the best team, apparently. Man City have been way off it. Way off it. Right? But look at this, right? Liverpool, sorry, Man United are in 5th. Sorry, Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are in 4th, right? But Liverpool are on 36 points. Everton are down in 10th and are on 32 points. And you're telling me this Premier League is a good league? 10th place of 4 points off of Champions League spot. And we have spent over £1 billion, and we're still struggling to pull away from the other teams. The state of this league, we should be 12, 15 points clear. As I said, you should be chilling out now. You should be booking your hotels for the parade. You should be looking online now, sorting out your holiday dates. Yeah. The state of this league. Look at the state of it. Liverpool Football Club, champions, 36 points after 22 matches. Chelsea, billions of pounds spent, 34 points. Fulham in the 11th place, 31 points. Yeah? Look how far they're off of the Champions League. 31 points, Fulham. Liverpool, 36. Honestly. Just look with your eyes, people. That's the state of this Premier League. And we're gassing up this manager because we're on 50 points. You go and beat Liverpool at Anfield, you beat them at home. There's 6 points, 56 points. You beat Aston Villa away, like Everton did today. There's 59 points. You beat Nottingham Forest. There's 62 points. We should be in and around 60-odd points. We're 11 points away from that. We should have 60-odd points in the bag right now. Because we've got Eze, Gyökeres, world-class Saka, world-class Zubimendi, world-class Declan Rice. world-class Saliba, world-class Raya, world-class Timber, world-class Gabby. And then we've got depth. Noni Madueke, Jesus, Havertz is back. We've got 50 points. We should have 61, 62. Are you mad? Don't tell me about world-class this and world-class that and world-class manager. That league is shit. That league is crap. It's competitive. And the reason why it's competitive, because the football is crap. We should be signed, sealed, and delivered now. If Man United beat us at the Emirates, apart from pride and everyone having the ump, it shouldn't matter. We should have 60-odd points in the bag right now. We've got 50. Because all I've heard all season is world-class this, world-class manager, squad depth, best striker in Europe, apart from Haaland, world-class Saka. Trossard's been balling out. Eze. So why ain't the manager sitting on 60-odd points, 6, 7 years nearly in his tenure? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Odegaard is only on the pitch to play hide and seek. Yeah, he's playing run-outs. You know that game you used to play where you had two teams, like you play it around where I lived, you played out in the streets, right? And you have like all your mates and everyone from your street, you'd be about 10 or 12 years, and you'd pick 6 aside. And you'd go, right, that lamppost is home. Right? And you'd go, I'm going to count up to 100, everyone go and hide. And you'd have to go and find them before they got home. That's what Odegaard does. He's just very, very good at run-outs. No one can find him. He's hiding. He's hiding. He's brilliant. I don't know how he does it. How does that guy hide on the pitch and no one find him? Arsenal fans, Arteta a coward's approach, vital games, they'll all both be the reason why we fail. We might not fail. We might not fail, but I don't want him here for another 3 seasons. Win what you got to win, then go. Because it's going to get worse. And you can clip this, because I'm going to make a statement here, right? If we win the Premiership this year, or major silverware, we're finishing mid-table next season. We're finishing 6th or 7th next season. Forget top 4 next season under this manager. Because everyone has sussed us out. Man City will be in the groove next year. Liverpool will be in the groove next year. Man United will be in the groove next year. Chelsea will be in the groove next year. Newcastle will be in the groove next year. Teams like Everton will be in the groove next year. Be a lot harder. So I'm telling you now, brilliant if he wins silverware next season. But hold on to your hats for next season, because it ain't happening again. Ain't happening again. No, we beat United, suit us playing in. Then we'll come and have a go. We struggle against these low blocks. Hey, DJB was disappointed yesterday. 2 times to take advantage and put one hand to the end of this awful performance. That's the most annoying part. What's your thoughts still on the title? I think that if you have got a team like Arsenal with the players we've got, any decent manager, 7 points clear, coming to the end of January, should not be losing a title. I don't care who it is. There is no excuses now to lose this title. Am I happy? Not really, because I'm seeing players not performing. I'm seeing poor performances. I'm seeing Eze being thrown off at the end of a cliff. Martinelli's getting worse. Odegaard's the captain, is not performing, and yet he still plays week in, week out, week in, week out. Saka is going backwards. He's leveled. He's plateaued. He's not going to get any better. I've got an aging Gabby Magalhaes. Players have got injuries. Players look fatigued, and players' body language looks pissed off. So if you take away that we're top of the league, there are problems at this football club. People just can't see it. People are letting the league position overshadow what's really going on. You're telling me players are happy. Look at Eze on the bench. Look at Gyökeres when he comes off. Look at Declan Rice after the game. Players top of the league don't act like that. Players top of the league enjoying their football don't act like the way Rice acts. Players top of the league when they're balling and winning games easy act like the Invincibles when they come off the pitch. But it was the same with Villa. Everyone thought they would smash us, same as Bayern. It might end up being a draw, which ain't good, but not scared of United. If it's not a cut. Listen, I'm not scared of United. I'm not scared of United. I'm just looking at it right now, my friend. And right now, on performances, Man United are favourites. You can't tell me after watching Man United over the weekend and watching Arsenal against Nottingham Forest and Liverpool, we've got the upper hand. Anyone that watches football would know that out of those performances, Man United look the better team. So I am scared of them, I suppose. Yeah, I am. It's Man United coming to the Emirates with players not performing and a manager that's got no plan B and in-game management. I'm very scared. Who would you start up front for Arsenal in the game against United? In my opinion, Gyökeres is awful. Merino. Because Merino suits the way this manager plays. Nothing against Gyökeres, but I actually feel sorry for him. And the more he plays, he's just being thrown under a bus by this football manager. I'd sooner him be out the firing line. Do you know what I mean? Tell you what Gyökeres is, right? He's like being lined up in the firing line and they're all aiming their rifles at him in like a film or a Western. And they're all aiming the rifles at him, but none of them have got any bullets in the gun. So he's sitting there shaking, but nothing's really happening. That's Gyökeres playing for Arsenal. He's shaking every time he goes on the pitch because he knows he's going to get absolutely hammered. Just take him out. If you can't get the best out of him, take him out the firing line because he's getting hammered from all the media. He's getting hammered from all the pundits. He's getting hammered from most of the fans. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. You do not score 97 goals in 102 games. And I don't care what league you have come from. You don't get that bad from August to January. Half a season's football and you look that bad. And this manager's not taking any accountability for it. Eze would have walked into most teams in Europe. Everywhere he would walk into most teams in Europe. I'll give you an example, right? Look at Elise for Bayern Munich. From Crystal Palace compared to Eze going to Arsenal. And again, this manager takes no responsibility. None. People are going, oh, yeah, but when he comes on, he don't perform. Of course he's not going to perform. His confidence is shot to pieces. He's gone from being an FA Cup winner and the most creative midfield player to peeling the oranges. I mean, you can't make this shit up, can you? Look at Nwaneri. Fills in for this manager. Fills in for this manager when we had injuries, banging goals in top corners, taking on players, setting the stadiums alight. Jamie Redknapp saying he's one of the best youngsters he's ever seen since Joe Cole. One of the best creative midfield players, one of the most exciting midfield players that he's ever seen. What a youngster, what a future. He can't even get in the stadium. He's sitting at home with his mum and dad, doing his own work. He can't even get in the stadium. He's not even in the team. England under 21. Go and have a check how many goals he scored for England internationals. Have a look how many goals Ethan Nwaneri has scored. And his performances. And he can't even make bench under this football manager. Lynch, 55 points would have sounded sweeter, brother. Of course it would have. Of course it would have. Man United game predictions. 2-1 Man United. 2-1 Man United. We ain't beating Man United. They've not shown me enough to beat Man United. I can't with my hand on my heart. I'd be lying. I'd be lying. As I said, I haven't got a problem with Arsenal fans being optimistic. I haven't got a problem with Arsenal fans being biased and over the top. But what I do have a problem with is Arsenal fans being deluded and disrespectful. You cannot tell me, and I'm an Arsenal fan 50 years deep, what I have seen does not warrant me to give Arsenal a prediction of a win next week, right now. What I saw from Man United tells me that they're beating us. Premier is awful. Crap football. Crap. Absolutely diabolical. Arteta is a liability. I mean, I like that Garner. Oh, yeah, here's an example. If anyone watched that game today, Everton versus Villa, have a look how that Garner played for Everton in midfield compared to Odegaard. Plays for Everton, you know. Look at Thiago at Brentford compared to Gyökeres at Arsenal. Look at Anderson at Nottingham Forest compared to Zubimendi. And I'm sorry, but if Chelsea had have had Caicedo and James playing in midweek in that cup game, we ain't winning 3-2. We ain't winning. They'd have had man like Palmer, Caicedo, man like that. We ain't winning that game. Let's be real. Let's just talk football, all right? Let's just talk football and see it for what it is. I'm fed up of putting Arsenal on a pedestal as if they're absolute. They're not. We ain't. We're top of the league. Brilliant. We're 7 points clear. Brilliant. We're going to probably win a trophy. Fantastic. But the football that we're playing is absolutely awful. And the outlook for some of these players is worse. Is worse. Because we've got to go next season with this football manager. If them players are as bad as this season, what are they going to be like next season? We're not bigging up other teams, my friend. We're just giving credit where credit's due. I'm sorry. You cannot You cannot ignore that performance from me. If you're a football fan and you follow football, I'm a football fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, an Arsenal supporter, and I go and watch Arsenal. But I also like football. I love football. I watch football. And I'm sorry, I'm not dismissing that performance that Man United put in against Man City yesterday. You can't. You can't. Not bigging up anyone. But you have to give credit where credit's due, my friend. You have to. You can't keep living in an Arsenal bubble. I've been living in an Arsenal bubble with this manager for the last 6-7 years, and it hasn't got me anywhere. United getting a draw at best. We beat them. We can beat them. Let me go a different way with it, right? Tactically, what tactics does he use in a game to give you the confidence that if it's 0-0 at half time, we're going to go on and beat Man United? And on your heart, what would you be hoping for right now? We're watching the game, Arsenal, Man United, and it's 0-0 at half time. What are you hoping for in the second half? 9 out of 10 of you would turn around and go, oh, we get a set piece or a corner. Oh, we get a penalty. Because it ain't coming from anywhere else. It's not coming from brilliant attacking football. It's not coming from where the manager changes the tactics in games. He's making like-for-like substitutions, remember. He's not bamboozling any football manager in the dugout that's opposite him. Sean Dyche went, oh, okay, you're taking off Saka. You're taking off Madueke, you're bringing on Saka. Where are you playing him? On the right. Oh, okay. We'll just keep it as it is then. You keep your Odegaard on. Oh, right, fine. He ain't a threat. Fine. Yeah, no problem. You're taking off Martinelli. You're bringing on Trossard. Oh, right, okay. No problem. You're taking off Gyökeres now and you're bringing on Jesus. Right, all right. You're not playing two up the front? No? Okay. You're not overloading the midfield? No? Fine. So what I'm trying to say is, what can you honestly give to say that this manager will change it against Man United next week if it's 0-0 or if it's a close run thing? What tactics have you been seen that he uses? Because he uses the same tactics week in and week out. He uses nothing different. And I'm sitting there in the stadium and I'm thinking, do something different. No, he ain't going to. So then I turn around and I'm going to say, if Man United score here, we're in trouble. We're done. And then we get a corner and the whole stadium erupts. Everyone starts getting all excited and, way, corner. Because that's their biggest hope of scoring a goal. Sad, isn't it? Absolutely sad. We're going to find out how serious Berta is very soon. If Berta allows a ridiculous long-term contract for Arteta with unsustainable long model. Do you know what, right, Lux? I thought Berta had some balls about him, but Arteta runs the football club, my friend. Arteta runs the football club. Arteta is bigger than the football club. Yeah? Take the first two letters of the Arsenal. R. That's it. Arteta runs the football club. It's Arteta FC. Whether you like it or not, that's it. Fans can watch this back and go, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. He's always negative. I'm not negative. I'm just telling you facts. Arteta runs this football club, my friend. Big up, Joseph, my friend. Sorry. Big up, my friend. Thank you very much. Man United and Leeds have quite a few physical midfielders. Odegaard won't fancy it, DJB. Eze's got to start. He won't fancy it. He won't fancy it. And I kept saying, Joseph, What are the one stadium I've been saying? Leeds United, Ellen Road. If any team mans up against this team and is organised, we struggle. We struggle. Just playing the ball on the deck, we struggle. Do you know what I mean? Big up, Joseph. Big up, my friend. I'm trying to get hold of the chat, guys. This Man United love is cringe. They're not good. They play well. And they're not good. No, they're not good. They're not good. I'm not saying I'm in love with Man United. I hate Man United. They're my biggest rivals. I hate them. Seriously. I've had so many run-ins with Man United fans. Everything. Yeah? I hate them. I don't like Man United. I hate Man United more than Spurs. I'd rather Spurs beat us than Man United. Right? All I'm saying, you have to listen and understand. On recent performances, when I look at Man United versus Man City yesterday, and I look at Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, if I was a betting man right now, using my football knowledge, Man United look the better team. I'm not saying they're better than us. I'm saying at this moment in time, Man United will have the edge. If we was to play tomorrow, Man United look the better team. Their players look happy. They're not arguing. They're not saying stupid things. Their body language was better. Their attack was better. There's no love for them. Gyökeres is trash, not even good enough for the Championship. Daniel, he's not trash, my friend. Man scored 97 goals out of 102 games. Man's been bagging goals. He scores goals for fun. He's not trash. Arteta's made him trash. If you're saying that about Gyökeres, you've got to say that about Eze. You might as well say Eze's trash then. So what's Saka then? Because he's not scored. He's only scored 4 goals. What's Saka then? Martinelli has scored more goals than Saka. So what is Saka then? What is Eze? What is Odegaard? Why ain't they getting the same stick as Gyökeres? Why is Odegaard getting a pass? He's captain of the football team, and he's awful. Why ain't Saka taking any bullets? Why is he getting off? Why is Martinelli getting let off the hook? Why is Zubimendi getting let off the hook? What did he do yesterday? So if you're gonna, what I'm saying is, and listen, I respect you, my friend, and if you think Gyökeres is crap, that's entirely up to you. All I'm trying to say to you is look at the bigger picture. A player does not score 97 goals and within half of season of football look that bad. Now, I understand he should be able to control the football, and some of his play has been found wanting. I get that. But he looks bad for a reason, and that's because this manager cannot get the best out of him. That is why this manager has never wanted to sign a striker. Look at Lacazette under this manager. Look at every single striker under this manager. We won't win anything with this manager. We won't win. Do you know what, right? I mean, listen, the only reason why we're going to win this league right now is because the other teams are not capitalising and they're not putting a run together. If Man City had put a run together right now and really chased us down, if they'd have won yesterday and gone 3 points behind us, Odegaard hides in between play. He's terrible. He shouldn't be getting. He should not be getting on the pitch. He should not be getting on the field of play. I reckon Rice is... Do you know what I reckon, Rice? Do you know what he come out with yesterday after the match when he looked up? I reckon he was having a pop at Odegaard because he had a run with him. I reckon he's sick and tired of Odegaard, personally. We will never win anything with Arteta manager. And I'll tell you what, if he does not win this Premiership, 7 points clear right now. If he does not win this Premiership this season, if he finds a way to blow this Premiership, you cannot defend him in any way, shape or form. There is no way this man, no matter what he wins, should be allowed to manage this football club. Problem is, Declan Rice, even though I really rate him, 90 minutes 3 times in a week in a game is too much. Sometimes he needs a break. Yeah, Joseph, he does need to be rotated. He's carrying the team again. I think he got 7 out of 10 yesterday. Again, he was probably one of our best players yesterday. You know? He's frustrated, man. He's frustrated. He's won a trophy at West Ham. Odegaard was in possession of the ball not once or not twice, but 3 times. Got disposed. Easy. Easy. Easy to play against. Too easy. Too weak. Too fluffy. Too weak. He's just too weak. He falls over. He gets pushed off the ball too easy. He's too weak. That's not what you want as captain as your football club. Odegaard is the weakest player of the team. Captain Arteta is madman. Exactly. Listen, you can give Gyökeres all the stick you like. Not a problem. But if he's taking stick, you've got to get on this man's case as well. And Saka's. Saka should be levels. Do you think they will offer Arteta? Yeah, unfortunately they will, my friend. I hate to say it, and it pains me to say it. He's here for another 3 years. Another 3 years, I reckon he's here for. This is it, Lux. This is what you got to think of. I've always said, right? I've always said this, and I've been saying it on streams and backstages to people and panels that I'm on. It's the long-term damage that this manager's going to cause. Because if we win something next year, the expectations are higher. As soon as you win a Premiership and you go into the following season as champions, the expectations and the levels are higher. Look at the pressure the manager's under this season. Can you imagine next season? Because there's going to be he won't have a war chest next season. He won't have billions of pounds to spend next season. There might be 1 or 2 signings, but we've got to get rid of people. We've got to get rid of people like Martinelli, unfortunately. Facts, not good enough. Sell him. Odegaard, not good enough. Sell him. These are the facts. Ben White would probably move on. Nwaneri, we know he's going to get moved on. He'll get sold or go out on loan. So we've got to move players on. So you imagine going into next season as champions. The stakes are higher. Now, he's struggled to get over the line in the last 7 years. Can you imagine this man in charge next season when the levels are raised and the bar's raised even higher? Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Oh, but you've got to give him another contract if he wins something. Why? 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 We have disjointed areas all over the pitch. Nothing's functioning, Sully, is it? You can't tell me this final third is functioning. If you watch football and you love this game, you can't tell me the final third of this football pitch, this football team is functioning. The attack of this football team is woeful. Wing backs, midfield wingers, strikers underperforming. They're all underperforming. Gyökeres is the fall guy. It's easy, isn't it? Oh, Gyökeres is this, Gyökeres is that, Gyökeres is this. And I'm to blame. I don't think he's good enough. And I'll say it like this. Gyökeres is not a bad player, but he is at Arsenal. If Gyökeres is playing for Aston Villa today, they win that football match. If Gyökeres is playing for any other team, he's scoring goals. Not at Arsenal. And I said this before. I don't want this manager to have any more money spent on him. And I said this in streams gone by. I said it in the summer. I said it last season. And I said it again. I don't want this manager to have any money. I don't want players coming to this football team. Let him coach his way out of the team he's got. Because if players come to this football team, he will ruin them. Eze and Gyökeres were the two biggest signings that Arsenal made. Now, people might say, no, Zubimendi was. No, he wasn't. Eze was balling out in the Premiership. One of the most prolific attacking midfield players. Gyökeres was smashing goals in for fun on the continent. For fun, with his eyes closed. Go and watch the YouTube clips. Just tap in Gyökeres Sporting and watch it. Right? They have come to Arsenal Football Club and you wouldn't even pick them for a game of football over the local park. Make it make sense. Because I can't. This manager has found a way to crucify them. And what are they now? They're crap. They're shit. They're this. They're that. They're this. They're that. Hold on. What about the football manager? They're under his jurisdiction. If they're that bad, why ain't the football manager got any accountability for it? But it's easy, isn't it? Let's blame Gyökeres. Let's blame Gyökeres while Arteta's sitting at home with a family, with his feet up, having fun, playing Monopoly, drinking his red wine, laughing and joking. But we'll make Gyökeres' life hell, shall we? And Eze's. He's the manager. And I've said it time and time and time and time again, people. The buck stops at the manager. Whether you like it or not, he picks the team. He plans. He tells the coaches what he wants in training. He picks the system. Coaches might turn around and go, Mikel, I think we should line up like this. I don't care what you think. I'm the manager. We're lining up like this. The buck stops with the manager. Players don't get the sack. Coaches, backroom staff don't get the sack. The manager gets the sack. There's a reason why the manager gets the sack, because they have sole responsibility of the football club. How we play, how we train, what system we play, who's captain. As much as he says it's the players that choose the captain, no. The players might give him an idea who they would like. So why ain't the manager taking responsibility for how bad Gyökeres is playing? Why ain't the manager taking responsibility for why Eze is playing so poorly and he can't get a game? Why ain't the manager taking a responsibility where Nwaneri can't even make bench? Why ain't he taking responsibility for the amount of injuries we've had under this football manager? Why didn't he take responsibility after the poor performance against Nottingham Forest? Why was everyone talking about the penalty we should have had? and how bad Gorkarez was. Why? Protection. Protection, people. I've never known a football manager to get so much protection than this guy at Arsenal. Ever. Ever. George Graham, Arsene Wenger, Terry Neal. The list goes on. Big up to every single one of you in the chat, guys. Make sure you're smashing a like. I should have over 100 likes by now. Come on. And make sure you're putting a sub on it as well, people. You know what it's all about. Come on, people. It does help the channel. Lynch, United will be rested and ready, waiting. We have a trip to Italy. This manager better get it right. Intelligent rotation needed. Lynch, big point. We do have a match. We have got to go to Milan. So let's talk about that. Again, we've got a big game coming up against Man United. It's done and dusted in the Champions League. Right? And I'm going to say it right here now. Right? The Champions League campaign has been spot on. Has been spot on. We've been flawless in the Champions League. Right? Has been spot on. Right? It's been brilliant. And I've been happy with the Champions League. Now what we've got to do, we've got to pick a team that we're not going to get embarrassed, a good enough team to go and do a job or half a job, but even if we lose, it ain't going to matter. It's all about next week against Man United, Lynch. 100% right. Play your Ezes, play your Keppers against Milan, play your Norgards, play Madueke, play Jesus up front, whatever you want to do. Or what I would do, I'd try something different. I'd go, okay, let's try playing Jesus and Gorkarez up front. Let's play two up front. Let's give Gorkarez a target man to work off of. Or let's see if he can get assists. Give them something to get their teeth into. Give them something different. Use the Champions League, because you've earned the right to use the Champions League, to experiment. Experiment with a different system. Experiment with different rotations. Try something different. If we lose, fine. Okay, we've lost. We played some good football. You tried something different. You tried different tactics. You tried two up top. You tried three at the back. Doesn't matter. I haven't got a problem with that. I've never had a problem with a manager trying different things in situations where you're thinking it's going a bit stale. Players are going a bit stale. You're thinking, right, move that player from that position and try him in that one. Move the player out of there and try him in there. All right, it didn't work, but you've tried. I haven't got a problem with that. But we know what's going to happen. He's going to go to Milan. He's going to play the same system. He's going to do like for like players, and we'll play exactly the same way. And that's it. And that's it. Mourinho plays well a lot up front, but awful in midfield. Yeah, he was good in the six, though, the other day. I'll give him that. Gorkarez himself has been awful, though. Missing chances, not making runs, not holding the ball up, not making the correct passes. I see where you're coming from, my friend. I do. And I'm not... Listen, he's not helped himself. I agree. And it's not quite happened for him at Arsenal. It hasn't happened for him at Arsenal. I totally agree. But what I don't want Gorkarez to be the cover-up for a lot of crap football that we're seeing under this football manager. That's all I'm saying. Yeah? I don't want him to be a cover-up of the poor football that we're seeing. It's not all about Gorkarez. I do agree with you that he's got a lot, that he hasn't quite done certain things and he should have been doing this and he's missed that and he hasn't made certain runs. I get all that. Yeah. I've not been happy with Gorkarez. But you've got to find a way where it works. and keep playing the same way week in, week out is not helping Gyökeres. And I don't want him to be the fall guy. That's all I'm saying. I just don't want him to be the fall guy. But big up to you, my friend, and big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you're smashing the likes, please, and making sure you sub. And if you're watching it back, smash a like on it as well. Big up to every single one of yous that are in, guys. Marino is a better false nine than Gabriel Jesus. I don't want Jesus, Kawaja. No one wanted Jesus. Jesus, right, at this football club has done nothing. Let's be real. Let's be real. Look at his record. He's had moments. He's had moments here, moments there, but he's been injured half the time. If we'd have got rid of him in the summer, no one would have batted an eyelid. If we'd have got 30 million for him, or he'd gone to Saudi for 30, 40 million, everyone would be clapping Berta, saying how wonderful he was. No one would have missed him. No one would have missed him. Now he's a key fixture in this football team. He's a key asset. People are saying play Jesus over Gyökeres. You know? Havertz. No one wanted Havertz. When we signed Havertz from Chelsea, there was uproar. Same as Madueke. I don't rate Madueke. I think Madueke is an awful player. He's not an Arsenal player. He's not the player that's going to take my football team to the next level and beyond. He's not the player that's going to retain the Premiership title if we win it. This is what I'm saying. I've said it all along. People saying, oh, we've got one of the best squads in Europe. No, we ain't. We're still bang average. We've got a bang average replacement for Saka. We've still got a problem on the left-hand side. We still haven't got a number 9. We still haven't got a Rodgers in midfield. A baller in midfield. We haven't got one. A creative spark in midfield. A ball carrier. A proper attacking central midfield player. We still haven't got one of them. We've not got an adequate backup at right back for Timber. And we haven't got a left back. So how is this team the best in Europe? It's still bang average. I'm fed up of it being glossed up. I'm fed up of people glossing it up and putting all these like, oh, it's the best here and it's the best there. No, it's not. It's not. Let's be real about it. It's not. It's a very, very good side. And it's the strongest we've been in many, many years. But it ain't brilliant. There's still holes that needs filling in. DJB, are you serious ignoring the comments about Odegaard on this chat? Sorry, my friend. Facts, DJs are thrown under the bus. Gyökeres only scored because of the Portuguese league. Okay, so you're telling me Havertz and Gabriel Jesus would have scored 39 goals in Sporting Lisbon. Lux, that's a good point. They wouldn't have done. They wouldn't have done, my friend. Odegaard is an absolute trash. 100%. 100%. He's not good enough. Listen, I'm not disrespecting him. He's just not good enough. But again, you got to blame the manager. You can't blame Odegaard, can you? This is what I'm trying to say, right, people? This is what I'm trying to get across in this show. How can you blame... Right, you can't blame a football player for constantly playing bad and still getting a game week in and week out. There comes a point when you've now got to start looking at the manager for keep playing him. You know? If you've got 2 cars in your family and one car keeps breaking down, but your partner still insists in taking that car to work, and every day you're getting a phone call, can you come and get me? I've broken down. You can't blame the car. You've got to blame the person that keeps taking it to work every morning. Why do you keep taking it to work then? You know it keeps breaking down. Use the other one. Yeah, but I like this one because it's red. I don't care. You're phoning me up every day saying it's broken down. Sort yourself out. Same as Odegaard. Odegaard's going to keep running around on the football pitch, kicking up stinkers Eventually, you've got to look at the manager and go, why you keep fucking picking him? Why you keep picking him? Again, he gets away with it. The manager don't get questioned. The players getting thrown under the bus. Oh, Odegaard's this, Odegaard's that. And yeah, I agree with you. He is. He's poor. Then drop him. Nwaneri can't even get in the team. He can't even get on the bench. He cannot even get a tracksuit top on. Would rest almost every players against Inter. Means nothing. Yeah, massive. Same. Big up, my friend. Don't need to risk anyone. How does Odegaard get in over Ethan? Don't know, Sully. Haven't got a clue. Not got a clue. Manager. Joke. Ethan. He's gone in the summer. Should have been gone before now. Should have been gone. Loan him out. Give him to West Ham. He'll keep him up. Give him to West Ham. I want West Ham to stay up. Give him to West Ham. Let Ethan go to West Ham. Keep him in the Premiership. Darren Sully, 100%. Arteta punishes players for great performance expressed through individual brilliance. Eze is punished for the hectic against Spurs. Exactly. Scores a hat-trick against Spurs. Front. Look at Madueke. Goals he scored in the Champions League. Didn't touch grass for 3 games after that. Arteta is making Timber look shocking, playing him at left back. Exactly, because we ain't got a left back. Yes, we have. We've got Calafiori. He ain't a left back. He's a centre half. He's a centre half. Skelly's not a left back either. We ain't got one. Missing guard should never have wear the Arsenal shirt. Yeah, 100%. Jinx, he's ruined it hopefully. I'm going to try and catch up with the chat people. Either we draw the game or we lose 2-1. We ain't beating United. I'm worried about the Man United game, brother. I can't lie to you. I'm worried about the Manchester United game. I'm not going to lie. All Carrick's got to do is storm through the middle of the pitch. He'll do his own work. He knows Odegaard goes missing. He knows Arsenal have got a striker lacking in confidence. He knows we haven't got a left back. He'll know that Saka's not on top form. And he knows Zubimendi defensively is shocking. He knows all this. He'll do his own work. He's not stupid. Honestly. Yeah, but we're 7 points clear. Yeah, whoopie do. 7 points clear. Happy days. Am I confident? No. I want to be confident. As I said on the league table, we should have 60 odd points. We shouldn't have 50 points. As we sit here in the middle of January, we should be on 61, 62 points. We've got 50. Why should I be confident? Ben White can't start again, surely resting for United, but he'll probably play him. Facts. I saw Mateta on Match of the Day. It's stunning cross in the wide right, far better than Havertz. Yeah, look at Mateta. Look at Glasner. Brilliant manager, not been backed. All his best players have gone, not been backed. The board has thrown him, like, giving him scraps. Yeah. Giving him scraps. Yeah, he's been asking for steak and he's been getting, like, tuna. Do you know what I mean? Crap. He's been, like, nothing. No support, nothing. He's had to work miracles all on, had to work miracles. Elise went, Eze went. No players coming in. And yet this manager has had a 7-year unbreakable contract. £15 million and £1 billion spent. And he's won exactly the same amount of trophies as Glasner. FA Cup and a Charity Shield. He's won the same trophies. Martin Tapp, big up. You're spot on with what you said about Ethan Nwaneri, DJB. Yep, said it ages ago, my friend. I was gutted he signed a new contract. People were bawling. Oh, Ethan signs. I went, yeah, he's been fed to the lambs. Silence of the lambs settings. Silence of the lambs settings. Ethan Nwaneri, what have you just done? Why have you signed another contract? Your days are finished at this football club. You've been sold a dream. Why? Why can't I play a back free? because he's not brave enough, my friend. He's not brave enough. Try it out. He's not a manager. Crazy. 10 away from 2.3k. Come on, people. We're on the road to 3k. I know we're a bit far off of it, but every sub counts. And I'm grateful for every single one of you people, whether I agree with your comments, whether you agree with what I say, whether you agree with what people say in the chat, people, it doesn't matter. It's a football channel and everyone's respected. Everyone's respected. We don't talk about religion, race, nothing. It's all football, people. It's all football, and blessed to you all. Welcome to the community. We'll beat United. I hope so, Lynch. I hope so, man. I really hope so. I hate Man United, Lynch. If we don't beat Man United next week, Lynch, honestly, do not tune in to the sit back, because it ain't going to be. It won't be pretty. It really won't. Honestly. Same goes for Dowman. Facts. Dowman ain't got no future at the football club either. Because the problem is with these youngsters, they're having to break through a manager that only trusts certain players. He's put all his trust in Odegaard, Saka, Havertz, Martinelli. All of it. All of his trust in these players. And he wants to prove a point now. This is the sort of man he is. He wants to prove a point so he can say to everyone, see, I told you. Yeah. Just like half of the fan base. They're going, you said he wouldn't win. You said, You know the dickhead, the name that I won't mention. You know the guy I'm talking about and the other guys. I told you. What are you saying now? What are you saying now? Tell you what I'm saying now. Let's see what he does next season then, and the season after that, and the season after that, because that's how long you got him for. Arsenal are going to rule for the next 5 or 6 years. No, they won't. Telling you. Top 5 or 6 next season. I haven't seen City cook like that in a while. Nope. I don't think United have it defensively, but we have to get through injury free. Lynch, we have to get through every game injury free, right? And I understand what you say about United defensively, but our attack ain't that frightening, is it? Apart from set pieces, we don't really offer a lot, do we, going forward, Lynch, do we? Let's be honest. Set pieces, free kicks around the box, corners, that's about it. Other than that, open play, our attack is pretty woeful. It's a bit predictable. Ajax have agreed a deal to sign Zinchenko on loan from Arsenal. Great, until the end of the season. Ajax will cover his salary, reports. Oh, brilliant. Here we go. Big up, Croatia. Breaking news. Looks like Zinchenko is on his way to Ajax and they will cover his salary as well. Massive. Brilliant. Good luck to Zinchenko. Do you know what I said about Zinchenko, right, Kawaja, in the chat? Again, he wasn't a left back. And there were certain games I kept saying, play him in midfield. Play him in midfield. Really intelligent player. Really intelligent player. Play him in midfield. He can hold the ball. He can pick a pass. Really good midfield player. But no, put him as a left back. Left back, left back, left back. He was obsessed by left backs, isn't he, this manager? We'd never know, will we? We'll never know what Zinchenko would have been like in midfield because he wasn't played there. Half of these players, we'll never know how they're going to turn out. Reece Nelson with the right coaching, how would he turn out? We'll never know. Emil Smith-Rowe, what he could have been like. Who knows? Ethan Nwaneri, we'll never know. Lego head is tactically naive and spineless. Why can't Dowman get any minutes on the team? I think he's still injured at the moment, my friend, but when he does come back from injury, he won't. Subscribe to Lee Reacts, yeah, massively. Make sure you're subbing. I'm sure you all have anyway, people. And he out Mainu and Slabhead because it's not like we have a small quick striker to get past Slabhead, is it? No, exactly. Harry Maguire's one of them players where on his day, if he has a good day, he's a decent defender. Trouble is, he don't have many good days. But you know what I mean? On his day, I wonder if old Tuchel will put him in the World Cup squad because we ain't blessed with centre halves, are we? We're not running amok in England with centre halves. I reckon he's going to the World Cup. If Maguire puts a run from now to the end of the season, I reckon he's going to the World Cup. Bruno in 10 times better. Oh yeah, Bruno's a good player. Arteta is tactically useless. We all know that in the chat. Of course we do, my friend. It's football. Anything can happen. We can get caught out. United can have 2 shots on target and goals. We're chasing it. We still have a job to do. Plus United have forwards. We have a massive job to do, Lynch. Don't let Man United beat us, man. I can't. I won't be able to take it. I won't. That'll just put me over the edge. That'll put me over the edge. It'll put me straight over the edge. Open play goal. I've read this super chat. Man United and Leeds have quite a few. Yeah, I've read that, my friend. Thank you for your super chat, people. Embuano, Gyökeres, Saka. Rice or Bruno? I'll take Rice over Bruno. I think, yeah. I'll probably take Rice over Bruno. The back 5 is all AFC. Embuano, Gyökeres or Saka. Tough one, that, Lynch. Ask me again next week. I'm sitting on the fence. Take Gyökeres out. Yeah. Probably, I don't know. Ask me next week. Arteta must be hands off our forwards. Let them express the individual brilliance. Play down and Ethan as our wingers. Gyökeres in the middle. Eze in the 10. Yeah, but they're the things he can try, my friend. These are all the things he can try in certain games. Yeah? Especially in the Champions League now. Try different systems, different players. 100%. Mazzarri will be back to replace Darlow too. Yeah? 100%. Cunha maybe. Yeah, good shout, Lynch. Bruno was impressive against City. Bruno on his day is a quality player. Let's not underestimate Bruno. Yeah. He frustrates me a bit, but on his day, he's a good player. Combined 11, Raya, Timber, Gabriel Saliba, Calafiori, Bruno, Rice, Mainu, Ahmad, Ibrahimo, Glock. My best combined Arsenal Man United. Not a bad shout. Kobe Mainu in there. See, Kobe Mainu is another player that has suffered bad coaching. Watch Carrick get the best out of Kobe Mainu because Kobe Mainu is not a bad player. He's just been coached badly. And this is what I'm saying. Some players need coaching. Some players need more coaching than others. But if you give players the right coaching in the right environment, they'll excel. Gyökeres is a prime example where he's not being coached in the right environment. Noni Madueke, and I've said this before, if someone got hold of Noni Madueke and coached him properly and got him to get his head up quicker, release the ball that bit quicker, yeah, and work on some of his final decision making, he would be a brilliant player because he's got all the attributes. He's got pace, he's got skill, he's got everything. He just lacks them final ingredients to make him even better. And Arteta can't do that. So because it's obvious Man United has better odds of beating us, we're giving Man U love. Wow. Do you know anything about football? We're not giving Man United love, my friend. We're just talking football. We're just saying you as it is. Exactly. Playing with Odegaard in the team is like playing with 10 men. It is. And the manager's got to be brave enough to sort it out. He's got to sort it out and give it up. Darren Martin, I would put Dogo at left back. Trossard could be at left wing. He's got to bring Trossard back in the game. I mean, he can't leave Trossard out against Man United. He can't. Gyökeres is stuck in the wrong system. He'll bag easy golden boot in Newcastle like team with wingers. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. Big up Mottle, mate. Make sure you sub in, smashing the likes, please, people. Of all of Odegaard passes, basically Ben White. Yeah. I think we're all sick and tired of it now, aren't we? I think that's the most frustrating thing. Because we can see it, can't we? That's the problem. We can see it, right? And yet this manager can't. And then you start looking at the manager and you think, are you deliberately doing it to wind us up? And I think he might be. He is garbage, my friend. We used the wrong players and tactics to win the game. I mean, that is getting shocking. Liverpool second half, shocking. Liverpool first half weren't much better. And then he comes out with that dross against Nottingham Forest. Big up to Nottingham Forest, though, by the way. You know? If you say Gyökeres is trash, then you might as well say Haaland is also trash. See where you're coming from. See where you're coming from. Listen, as I said, I'm not saying Gyökeres has hit the ground running, and I'm not saying he can't improve in a lot of areas. But what I don't want is to make him a scapegoat for this manager to get a free pass. Because eventually, you have to start looking at the manager. Gyökeres is the best in the world. Our coach does not know how to manage. Taffy, 100%, my friend. 100%. Dalot is useless, mate. He's got a good player, but not good enough for Manchester United. He was, though, Dalot. Dalot was one of the best players. I don't know what's happened to him. Whoever thinks Gyökeres is trash, he's a Spurs fan. Kawaja, they aren't wrong right now. 7 points is very healthy lead at this point. You will win the title this season. However, cannot say the same for next season. No, we won't win it next season. We haven't won it this season yet, my friend. There's a lot of things I'm not happy with at the moment. There's a lot of players don't look happy with the system we're playing. There's a lot of frustration creeping in at Arsenal at the moment. Yeah? It's edgy. It feels edgy. What I'm saying is, you can always tell when teams are playing well because the players come off the pitch laughing, joking, high-fiving, cuddling, all of that. You have a look at our players when they're walking off the pitch. That's not... when you think we're top of the league, them players walking off that pitch don't look happy. They don't look like they're a team top of the league to me. They look like a team fighting relegation. It tells you everything you need to know. Psyche and body language in football players is a big thing. When they're walking off the pitch and their heads are down and they're saying things and they're arguing in the tunnel, that's not a team that's top of the league. That's a team that's down the bottom. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, something is just off at Arsenal. Yeah, it seems that way. It just seems... it does seem that way, people. It really does. It don't seem right. Big up, Bev, my friend. Big up, Bev. Linus Fingers 222. I hear what you're saying. I'm just saying if we win in this manner, I'll take it after 21 years, but can't find him in the brag about like previous title wins of ours. Bev, I couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. Big up to you, Bev. Big up to my friend. Couldn't have said it better myself. You know, it's not exactly title winning performances, but you take it. We haven't. Listen, winning a league title will be brilliant. 21 years, it's a long, long time, and I'll be over the moon. I'll be gassed. But I want to go again. I want to feel confident going into next season. And as I said, the stakes will be higher. If we go into next season as champions, you've got to perform all sorts of madness. Look at Liverpool. They're a laughing stock this season. I don't want that at Arsenal. And that's what I can see happening with this football manager. Bad, fair enough, brother, my friend. I've never seen a captain being subbed so often. Big up, Cap. Big up, my friend. No, facts are there. Don't lie. Don't lie. Taffy Gunner since 1988. Big up. And Patrick, would it still do a better job? I'm just saying that's how bad our manager is. Listen, I'll give him some praise if he gets the job done. Of course you do. Well done and all of that. But if you to ask me, would I want him here long term? No. I'll understand it if they give him another year. But if you're saying would I be happy for him to get another 3 years? No. Odegaard is a lonely man. He's clapped by the fans on his own after Liverpool. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Big up, David C. Rice looks like he's ready to sign the Madrid contract. Disrespected by this useless manager. Keep him lined up, deep defending all the time. I think Rice needs to be attacking more. Exactly. He's getting frustrated. I know that. He don't look happy. Declan Rice does not look happy. And if you lose Declan Rice, you've lost your midfield. You've lost Arsenal. Bless up, DJB. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to everyone in the community. I hope you've all had a good weekend, people, despite Arsenal's madness. I hope everyone's... I can't. That's what I mean. I have to let it all settle before I go live. Because there's all sorts of streams going on after the game. And I can't because I just have to sort of take it all in and I don't want them to ruin my weekend. Well done to Senegal. Massive win to Senegal. Congratulations to Senegal winning the AFCON. DJB, do you feel confident Champions League? Do you know what? I said it at the start of the season. I feel more confident in the Champions League than I do the Premiership. Because a lot of the managers don't know this manager, really, do they? And on a one-off, we could win it. But, you know, you need something special to win the Champions League. That's why Arsenal have never won it. You have to have that something, that little something special. There's no mistakes in a Champions League final. Everything's got to be spot on. Look at Wenger. Bought off Bobby Perez and all of that. You know? And Arteta just hasn't got it. Rice should be captain. Do you know the reason why he won't have Rice as captain? The tunnel incident against Liverpool. What he was saying like yesterday coming off the pitch. Arteta don't want captains like that. Arteta wants good little boys. You sit in the corner, you put your football boots on, you get changed, you shut your mouth and do as I say. That's the captain he wants. Not Rice. Hang on a minute, Gaffer. Hang on a minute. Why aren't you making a substitution? I'm playing with this guy in midfield. He's absolutely pulling a stinker here. I'm pulling my plums off, covering him for him all the time. What are you playing him for? He don't want that captain. He wants a good little boy. Someone that's going to do as they're told. Not going to cause a problem and going to mirror everything they say in his press conference. That's his captain. And that's why Rice won't be a captain. That's why Gabby Magalhaes won't be captain. Because they'll be too outspoken. What do you make of Rice's reaction? I like it. I like it. Shows that he's passionate. Shows that he's a winner. Fed up with the yes sir, no sir, free bag, full sir. I like it. Give me that all day long. Can you imagine Roy Keane? Tony Adams? Manager would be frightened to turn up to work. Almost 100 likes, guys. Come on, the guys. Almost 100 likes. Let's get it to 100. Come on. DJB, some of these players will look to leave this summer because the incompetence. Do you know what? I think naturally we've got to get rid of some of the players. I think we've got to get rid of the players naturally. I think Martinelli's got to go. I think his time's done. And as much as Trossard's had a brilliant season, I think he's got to go. Jesus has got to go. Ben White's got to go. Yeah. There's a lot of players that have got to go out of this football club. We need to freshen it up. And I've always said this. It's all right winning a title, but what can you do next? What's your next level? What's the next level you can go to? And to do that, you have to freshen it up. And that might be replacing players. And if we do, and they turn out to be like Gyökeres and Eze, where the managers treated them like crap, then you've got to look at the manager. Big up the Tyrell. Make sure that you follow the Tyrell Gunner. Big up, my friend. Big up. Hope you're well, brother. Hope you're well. Hope your weekend weren't ruined by this football team, my friend. Don't let it ruin your weekend. Don't let it ruin it. DJ, this team are ready to win a lot, but unfortunately the manager doesn't have the bollocks to get them over the line. This team is ready to win. Ready to challenge every season. Ready to win trophies for the next 2-3 years. I just don't think this manager can do it. And listen, you know me, I don't flip-flop about. I don't flip-flop about. When we trash a team and play brilliant football, I don't change my mind about the football manager. One thing I am is consistent. You could knock me for 101 different things. But what you can't knock me for is the passion I've got for this football club and how consistent I am with this manager. I didn't want this manager at the start of this season. I said it all along. The team we had last year should have at least won the League Cup minimum. I should have gone to Wembley. We should have gone to Wembley last season. No way should we have been knocked out against Newcastle over 2 legs. We shouldn't have been knocked out against Man United in the FA Cup. And we should have pushed Liverpool a lot closer to that league title. And we didn't. We failed. So I said, Berta coming in, money, new players, new start. Thank you very much, Mikel Arteta. You've done all what you can, but I'm fed up with the Gareth Southgate now. The Spanish Gareth Southgate. I want a winner. And I said all along, I don't want this man at my football club anymore. Now, the fact that we could win the Premier League this season is brilliant. But going forward and raising the bar to reach the next level, I don't want him. I don't think he's the man to do it. And if the next manager comes in and he's not the man to do it, I'll be saying the same thing. Roman Abramovich at Chelsea didn't just sit there and go, oh, it's all right, I'll give him another 2 years. I'll give him another 3 years. I'll give him another 4 years. Oh, he's won an FA Cup. That's all right, I'll give him another 3 years. No. He kept firing. He kept firing until he got it right. Look at Spurs. They'll probably sack their manager again until they get it right. They won't stick with him. Thomas Frank will be the next one out the door. This is what big clubs do. Look at Ancelotti at Real Madrid. Most successful manager. No, all gone stale. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Arne Slot. If he fails, doesn't win anything this season, and he starts next season having a howler, he'd be gone. Liverpool will sack him. So why is it good for them clubs, but we can't do it at Arsenal? Why? Because of the protection, the PR, and a fan base whose standards for this football club is rock bottom. And they're in it for their own enterprise. That is why. Arteta wants to play Odegaard, play Rice says a bench Zubimendi's crap. Jordan Henderson is better than Zubimendi. Zubimendi doesn't give me 9 out of 10 every game. That's what I want. That is what I demand from my midfield players. Midfield is the most important part of your football team. It's the engine. Yeah? And I demand minimum 8 out of 10 every single game from my midfield players. That's why I like Declan Rice. Because Declan Rice will give you more or less 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 every single game. If he has a bad one week, he'll have another 2 brilliant ones the following week. Zubimendi, he'll have a brilliant game against Liverpool, crap game against Forest. He'll have a brilliant game against Milan because there's no pressure. And he'll roll up at Man United against Man United next week and he'll have a bang average match. That's what you're getting from him. I don't want that from midfield players. Sorry. That's the standards I want at Arsenal Football Club. I want my midfielders 8 out of 10 every single week. My captain, minimum 8.5 out of 10 every single game. Big up, Dal. What exactly was the tunnel incident against Liverpool? It's Rice having a go at one of the coaches, wasn't it? He's lost it 2 weeks running now, Declan Rice. 2 matches running. The only captain material player we have. I don't mind losing as long as my team play to win, but the manager... Listen, I understand we're going to lose football matches. I understand we can't perform every single game. But what I won't tolerate is sticking to the same tactics and not prepared to change anything. That is what I can't stand. Whenever the going gets tough, Arteta doesn't have solutions. Cracks are starting to show again. He's never had solutions. He hopes that plan A wins, and if plan A doesn't win, that's it. Why do you think he sticks to the same team? Havertz is coming into this team once he's fully fit. I generally think Rice has the metal and the quality to be part of the Invincible squad, not starting it. But yeah, definitely. There's not many players I'd have in the Invincible squad. I was hearing the squad the other day I was flicking through the channels. Some of the players that were getting in the all-time best Arsenal 11 was just madness. No mention of Liam Brady. No mention of Liam Brady. And any of you's young enough to not know who Liam Brady was, just go and watch him. That's the beauty now of technology, YouTube and all that. Watch how good Liam Brady was. He was the Arsenal's Georgie Best. Bev, the captain is a reflection of the manager on the pitch. 100%. Let me give you an example. Tony Adams was the voice of George Graham, wasn't he? Patrick Vieira, winner. Yeah, passion. Motivate, Wenger. Managers like Wenger wouldn't have Odegaard as captain. Tony Adams has been saying it. Odegaard ain't a captain. What did Tony Adams? Tony Adams got a statue. Best Arsenal captain this team's ever had. And fans are disrespecting him because he thinks that Odegaard shouldn't be captain. Everyone knows Odegaard shouldn't be captain, but they'd rather agree with Odegaard being a captain than go against the manager. Oh, can't say that Odegaard can't be captain because it make it look as if we don't want Arteta. Everything is around this football manager. Everything's there to protect this football manager's image, what he says, how he plays, because a lot of fans, this is the best they've ever seen. I'm sure COVID warped a lot of people's minds. I'm pretty sure it did. Arteta should be grateful for COVID because it saved him his job. Because if Arteta was if this stadium, when Arteta had Arsenal during the COVID periods playing football with empty stadiums, if there'd have been fans in that stadium, he'd have lost his job. Because some of the football we was playing during that season was just horrific. I'd sell Odegaard. And I said this last season. I said it in the summer that if the right money comes in for Odegaard, if a team comes in and says 60 million for Odegaard, I'd have sold him. And I'd still sell him now. If we could get 50 million, 40 million, we won't get 50 million for Odegaard. That'd be madness. But if we can get 35, 40 million for Odegaard, he's gone. 40 million for Martinelli, gone. 35 for Trossard, gone. 15 for Jesus, 20 for Jesus, gone. Ben White, 35, gone. Sad to see the state of my club living off of yesterday's glories. Exactly, 100%. Roy Keane would have told Arteta that, yeah, he would have, 100%. Just win a trophy. Exactly. That's all we want is a trophy, people. Just want a trophy. No, Benny, our quality stays. The rest can go. Oh, man. Eden Hazard or Neymar? Hazard. I wasn't a Neymar fan. Didn't get Neymar. Perhaps I was rare, but good player, but nah. Eden Hazard for me. Martin, not good at God. Martinelli, White, Gabby, Jesus, Kepa. Might be forgotten. Others tell me those seldom. Sell them, yeah, massively. Massive, big summers. Massive. Subscribe to Tyrell Gunner, yeah. Give him a little subscribe. Havertz, Marino, Medwake, Odegaard, Calafiori, Norgard, Martinelli, Trossard, Jesus, Ben White all need to be moved on. Bev, mate, you're 100% right, my friend. Wouldn't disagree with that. I'd probably keep Marino as like a utility player, someone you can bung on up front or play in the six. Injuries. Calafiori, because we haven't got a left back, so I'd stick with him. Other than that, I pretty much agree with you, my friend. Lynch is going Neymar. Luis Enrique. Do you know what's going to happen, right? All of these managers are going to get top jobs. Zidane will get Real Madrid. Luis Enrique will probably end up at Man United or Liverpool. Yeah. All these top managers, Ancelotti will come out the World Cup and end up at bloody wherever. Yeah. Or Luis Enrique will get Man City. Ancelotti will end up somewhere. And we'll be stuck with Arteta for another 5 years. Boat missed, sailed, gone, finished. Out in the ocean. No paddles, no engine, no nothing. Just floating around in the middle of the ocean. Just going round in circles. Tide bringing it in, tide taking it back out again. That'd be Arsenal with Arteta. Stale, dead in the water. Finished. Then it'd be another 5-6 years rebuild for the next manager that comes in and another £1 billion to build it back up again. And the excuses this man brings is absolutely disgusting. 100%. Do you know what? I've not even seen his after press conference. I bet he waffled. I know he waffled on about the penalty decision. Arteta doesn't have the diamond diagram and Wenger had signings pound for pound. No. Imagine if Berta weren't at this football club. Can you imagine if you'd have had that other clown, Edu? The damage they done, Edu and Arteta, that should have been a sackable offence in itself. Do you know what I mean? Blaming the mitre ball for not beating Newcastle. Yeah, it's all been there, friend, in the past. It's all been there. Even relegation threatened clubs keep sacking. Yep. West Ham. Yep. The culture at the club is weak. Yeah, big up. Managers go to Arsenal because they know they can stay here a decade. We don't normally sack managers. I know we don't. It's not in our DNA. However, times have moved on. Times have moved on, people. 2 secs, people. I will be... Right. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, I ain't got a problem, but I just think with football nowadays, the way it's going, as I said to you before, I just think managers at football clubs have a shelf life. I think about 5-6 years for any manager at any football club is about right now, because it has to keep evolving. And owners put a lot of money into football clubs now. It's a business, it's an industry, and you have to keep freshening it up. You have to keep moving with the times and freshening it up. If you've got a manager at a football club for too long, it becomes stale and it becomes non-productive. That's my belief in managers. DJB, I blocked all these top gooner channels like Gal Canton, Semu, AFTV grifters like the Football Terrace and Only Talks Bullshit. Sick of all these shields. Big up Terry Tibbs. Yep, I don't watch them. I don't watch them. I don't even mention their names. I'm like Harry Potter with Voldemort, where he don't mention the names. They're just a bunch of Voldemorts to me. I can't be doing with it. Can't be doing with it. I don't listen to them. I don't, and that's fine. They probably don't even listen to me, and I ain't got a problem with that. I ain't got a problem with that. I do this because I'm a football fan and I'm an Arsenal supporter. Told you before, I'm a football fan, Arsenal supporter. That's it. I'll give credit where credit's due. I'll give praise to football teams. I hate Man United. Can't stand them. My biggest rival. But their performance against Man City was brilliant. And I'm worried about them coming to the Emirates next week. Now, people might say, oh, he's gassing up Man United. No, I'm just giving where credit's due. Nottingham Forest. Big up Nottingham Forest. Done a good job. Everton. Brilliant. At Aston Villa today. I was really impressed with a lot of players. Garner, Tarkowski, proper defender. Patterson at right back there. I thought he had a good game. Yeah. Barry run the line, led the line well. Scored a good goal. So, yeah, just that's it. That's where I am. Outfield team of Rice could win the quad. Bad view, 100%. We need to get rid of all the dead wood. We've got to freshen it up. If we are champions going into next season, it needs freshening up and players need to be moved on. Well, predictable FC, we are. My feeling Arteta won't go for it, Man United. No, that'd be his worst mistake. Worst mistake. But right now, if you give me a prediction, 2-1 Man United. Brady was quality, mate. He was absolutely quality, Sullivan. I used to call him he was the Arsenal's Georgie Best, wasn't he? Brilliant. I was there. I was there, my friend. You know when Harry Carpenter on the highlights on Midweek Sports Special, when he bent it top corner, and he goes, "What about that? How about that?" And he jumped up Brady and give it to all that in front of us fans. I was there, right behind the goal. As soon as it left his boot, I went, "That's in. That's gone." Star was jumping up as soon as it left his boot. What a player, man. Now, he gave you 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 every single game. Every single game. Graham Ricks used to frustrate me, but Liam Brady gave you 8, 9 out of 10 every game. He was brilliant. Every week, Liam Brady turned out. Yeah. TA called it at the start of the season. The only thing Elite Odegaard is good at is hide and seek. Yeah, he's brilliant at that. You can't find him, Tibbsy, man. Can't find him. I don't know how he does it. I see fans saying Arteta coach to win as usual. I went to Olympiacos at home. Oh dear. Yeah, exactly. 25 for number. Big up everyone that's in, people. Not just Arsenal, the Premier League in general is rubbish and all about brainwashing fans. I watch the Championship games at least. There's some. Yeah. Listen, CJ3150, big up. Welcome to the community, my friend. I think the Premiership's poor. I think it's poor. I think the mid-table teams I like watching. Tactically, I like watching Everton, especially away from home. I've seen them a couple of times away from home. Tactically, I like watching Everton. Brighton, I like watching. Bournemouth, I like watching. But the top teams have not really taken it to another level, have they? I'm going to get a T-shirt, Free Nwaneri. Free Ethan Nwaneri. Got to free him, man. Let him go to a club where he's going to ball out. Let the boy go. Let him play his football. Let him enjoy it. Let him play with a smile on his face. Don't ruin him. You've ruined him already. Let him go. These Arteta sexuals trying to erase every other Arsenal manager's accomplishments. Yeah, they don't. They don't want to know the past, mate. They don't want to know the past, Terry. They only want to know about the future. Fair enough, DJP. 100. Mancini. Real Madrid get Zidane. City get Luis Enrique. Arsenal keep Arteta. We should fold. Yeah, exactly. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Mate, we were worse. Big up to you, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. We were worse than that. We was bad against Liverpool. We've been bad all season, really. How many games can you count where we've been absolutely brilliant for 90 minutes or 70 minutes or 80 minutes? Our attack is poor. It's gutless. It's predictable. Saka's not the Saka that we watched. We was backstage, right? Me, Matty and Lee. We was watching Saka 3 seasons ago. The guy was just balling out. Him and, remember, Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe. Honestly, levels. Smile on his face, running around, springing his step, banging goals in for fun. You look at him this season, he's half the player he was. Ridiculous. Neymar too busy falling over, drive, penalties. Yeah, I didn't like Neymar. I'm not saying he was a bad player, quality player, but there was a lot of players I preferred than Neymar. I think City will get Enrique after Pep. I think so too. I think that's nailed on. I think that's absolutely nailed on. I'm still trying to figure out why it's not appropriate to say you want a better manager to some people. Because they're frightened of change. And the thing is, right, Arteta suits a lot of fans that go to football matches now. Because the image is right, what he says is right, what he looks like, everything. It's just the modern day fan. It's not about the history and the levels you want your football club to be at. It's about what it looks like. And that's what they like. They like the way he comes across, his persona. They don't give a shit. They don't give a crap about Arsenal, really. And I keep saying it. When Arteta leaves this football club, I reckon there'll be a huge percentage, not a huge percentage, but I reckon there'll be a fair few people that stop supporting Arsenal. Or still support them, but don't have the same passion about them. Gorkarez was playing CDM at Forest. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Big up Icy Spicy RR, my friend. I don't hate Zubimendi, but yeah, 100% right in saying it's a week in, week out performance. Exactly, Icy. Exactly. When you're in that position, you've got to bang out every single week. Every week. You can't be doing you can't be giving a game here and a game there. Especially in that number 6. You've got to be giving 8, 9 out of 10 performances week in, week out, especially in big games. 100%. 100%, people. It's what it is. It is what it is. We'll have to wait and see. People. Right, yeah. No, it is what it is, people. You just got to give performances. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Playing 3 defensive mid DMs for the majority of the second half is criminal. Playing Timber at left back is criminal. And taking our striker when we needed a goal is what cost us. Yep. Yep. And he didn't know how to change it. He couldn't change it. This is the problem. He could not change it. That is the problem, and he don't know how to change it. This is sticks to the same system, like for like substitutions. He won't change the system. He won't swap players. He won't try anything different. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't take risks. Play 2 up front. Keep Gorkarez on. Bring on Jesus. Take a defender off. Because he's more frightened of losing than he is of winning. If that makes sense. A bit like Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate, his first thought was, how do I not lose this game, rather than how can I win it? And that's Arteta's thinking. His first train of thought is, how do I not lose this football match? Not how can I go and win it? He makes all that up during the game. Trying to win a football match is what he does during the game, and he don't do that very well in game management. But he won't go into the game against Man United thinking, how can I win it? How can I frustrate Man United? How can I stop them from winning the game? Roberto Di Matteo, mate. Playing 3D, I'll tell you. Oh, guys, absolute legends. All of you, absolute legends. All of you that have come over, make sure you sub, smash your like on the channel, people. It does help, and welcome to the community. We're trying to build here. A little bit off. We're way off of 3K at the moment, but we're on the road. We're on the road now. Yeah, we're going in the right direction. Let's hope the channel builds, and big up to every single one of you people. As I said, all the opinions are all respected. You don't have to agree, don't have to disagree. I just say it as it is. And I just want the best for this football club. And it's not about this season for me. I want to go again next season. I want to win the Premiership this season, and I want to win it next season. I definitely want to win the Champions League, and I don't think we're going to win it under this manager. I've just seen highlights of Liam Brady, but highlights never do the justice player. Bev, honestly, man. Honestly. 2 feet, left foot, right foot, dribble, passing. Incredible. Vincenzo, how can we have young players like Ethan, MLS, stars like Eze, Gorkarez? Arteta makes them look like league. Yeah, exactly. You look. No wonder Mertesacker went out. Mertesacker's been pulling his plums out, producing all these young players. And then he sees them get to the promised land. And then he sees promises get made. And then they just fall off the end of the cliff. Mertesacker's giving it, I ain't doing this no more. There's no point. There's no point. I'm getting these players to top level to be promised this, this, and this. And they can't even get in the stadium. Look at the Hale End players we've had under this manager. Lewis Skelly, half the player he was, got worse. Reece Nelson, Emil Smith-Rowe, Ethan Nwaneri, Max Dowman, the list goes on. And now Saka, he's ruining him in as well. Look at Saka's performances under this manager recently. And he looks bored. Looks bored. No freedom whatsoever. Plays in the same position every single week. Anyways, got a dip now. It's getting late. Yeah, see you, Pepper. Guna, see you later, my friend. Take it easy. Have a great week. I'll see you all in the week anyway. I think I'm on the OGs tomorrow with Aaron. Rat Army with Lee at 6 o'clock. That'll be interesting. We'll have the midweek mingle. We've got Champions League fallout. I'll do a late show as well. So it's all going on, people. It's all going on the huddle. But yeah, we're going to wrap it up real soon. Big up, Gavin. Always a pleasure, my friend. I was arguing with Top Gooners, gave him the stat from the 30s, which we scored more than Arteta's team in response was before the 1992 football was like Sunday League. The cheek of him. Bav, you can't win, mate. You can't win. They only see Arteta. That's it. Nothing before him matters. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. See, Vincenzo, right? I don't think Saka's finished. I think he's just plateaued under this manager. I don't think he can reach the levels now. I think that's it. I think we've seen the best of Saka. And I've been saying that for time as well. Night and day difference, DJB. Saka is finished. Yep, completely. A lot of the old school fans have moved out and watched from the far now. It ain't the club. No. Still get a few old fans over there. You know, there's still me kicking around, and there's thousands of fans like me, Kenny Ken. But I think football as a whole has changed now. You know, it has changed now. It will never be how it used to be. Football. It will never be. Eventually, what I can see happening is it just outgrowing itself and expenditure. And your real fans will just go and watch lower league football. They'll go and watch their local teams play. That's what will happen. You'll have fans going to watch their local teams play and lower league football. He would have been better off going free at the back. Yeah. He could have tried everything. He could have tried anything, my friend. I keep saying it. His in-game management is poor. Darren Sullivan, at least under Mancini, we played better football, play to win. 100%. DJB, your era of football will never return. Lucky your age group even. Yeah, I've seen some great football. Great football. And proper players as well. I mean, real proper players live. You know. Yeah, I've been very lucky. Willock, yeah, there's another one. Yeah. Evan as well. Yeah, the list goes on. Balogun, Eddie Nketiah. All of these players that we've just named. Do you imagine the amount of money we could have saved in the transfer market if this manager had coached these players to better things? Instead of that, he sticks with Odegaard, he sticks with Havertz, he sticks with Jesus. I always say, look, these players are like the naughty kids. You know, the naughty kid in school where the teacher can't handle them, puts them at the back of the class and gives them something to do that he likes just to keep them out of trouble. Out of sight, out of danger. Oh, what was little Tommy like? Oh, he's great. Yeah, didn't hear from him all day. Why is that then? Well, I gave him a Game Boy to play all day. That's Arteta. If he can't coach them and get the best out of them, he puts them on the bench. Ain't got to worry about them then. Just benches them. And as I said to you before, guys, people, earlier in the stream, look what he's done to Eze. Eze's probably thinking there, going, what have I done to deserve this? I left Crystal Palace. I come to my boyhood club, my dream. And now I'm hating life. I wish I'd have rocked up at West Ham or something. I wish I'd have gone to Spurs now. He probably wishes he'd gone to Spurs now. At least he'd be playing every single week. Absolutely killed him. Me too, Lux. DJB. But top 4 is a trophy, remember? Oh, damn, I forgot. Of course, top 4's a trophy. That's silly of me. Oh, my God. J-Lux, I'm glad we got the back end of the era just as we're growing up, seeing Henry, Messi. Oh, man. Ronaldinho, what a player. Ronaldinho is probably the most natural, gifted footballer, skill levels I've ever seen. That guy is insane. Insane. When you think he didn't play for Bayern Munich because they said he was it Real Madrid? Yeah, Barcelona. Yeah, Real Madrid. Real Madrid didn't sign Ronaldinho because he weren't good looking enough to sell the merch. And he ended up at Barcelona. And then he terrorised Real Madrid and they gave him a standing ovation. Great show. Cheers, Kawaja, man. Great to see you on the Friday night show as well. Do you know what I might do? I don't know if Aaron can do it. A lot of people can do it. I don't know if I can do it, people, where I put my and get people on, get random people on. I don't know if it's me, you know. I don't know. Nothing against the chat. I love you all, man. But some people can, some people can't. I might do. I've got to do a member stream. I'll probably set one of them up in the next week or so. But big up, everyone. Big up, DJ. Wish our players had the same passion as you, mate. Yeah, I'm sure some of them have. And a lot of fans have. Listen, I'm not the only one out there with passion. We've all got passion, my friend. It's just, I think the thing is with me, I'm a realist. Yeah. I look at the bigger picture. I don't get stuck in the moment. If you get stuck in the moment, then you're not prepared for the future, are you? You know, and I don't get stuck in the moment. I can't just get stuck in that one moment. oh, it's brilliant now, so it's going to be brilliant tomorrow, and it's going to be brilliant next week, and it's going to be brilliant next season, and the season after that. No, you have to look at the bigger picture. So what I look for is, are players improving at this football club? On the whole, in general, are every single player improving at this football club? No. Too many players are not performing under this manager. So that's the first thing I look for. Second thing I look for is, can this manager change crucial moments in crucial games? Is his in-game tactics top level? No, it's not, because he does like for like substitutions and he don't change the system, right? And is the football exciting to watch? No, it's not. It's gone backwards. It's pretty boring. Yeah. So what I'm thinking, yeah, we might win the Premiership this season. But are you confident next season that we can retain it, or the following season win it? Because it ain't going to happen. Because more players will start losing form. They'll get worse. The tactics will stay the same. Teams will find us out. Other teams will improve and overtake us. That's what will happen. So it's all right in the moment. It's all right now. Yeah, great. Fine. Yeah, okay. Brilliant. What's going to happen next season, though? Martinelli's getting worse. Saka's not improving. Gyökeres hasn't improved. Eze hasn't improved. Zubimendi's in and out. We haven't got a left back. So where do we go? Where do we go in the future? What is your ideal lineup for Milan? My ideal lineup for Milan: Kepa. Depends who's fit. I'd play Ben White right back. See, has he got much choice? Saliba and Gabriel? I don't think he has. I don't think the back four, I don't think he's got much choice because there's no one fit. Midfield, Norgard. I'd play Norgard in midfield. I'd play Eze. I'd play Nwaneri. I'd play Jesus. I'll tell you what, I'd play that Salmon. I'd play that Salmon, that young Salmon. Give him some Champions League experience. Play him at right back. Play, Salmon. All them men. Jesus, I'd start. Or Havertz, see how fit he is. Play Havertz, start Havertz. Get him some game time. Eze, Nwaneri. Yeah, play all them. He won't know. His pride won't let him. He wants to finish top of that league. Because that'll be another narrative for the Arsenal fans. Oh, yeah, but look where we finished in the Champions League. We finished top. Yeah, but we didn't win it, though. Yeah, but we finished top. How can you sack him? Finishing top of the Champions League? Yeah, but we didn't win it. It's like last season, wasn't it? We got to the semi-final. Yeah, but we didn't win it. Best team in Europe. No, we wasn't. We didn't win it. Big up from New Zealand, DJB. Big up yourself, my friend. It's a place I really desperately would like to go to before I leave this planet. I'd love to go to New Zealand, my friend. Big up to you and thank you. I'm a Liverpool fan, but think you talk good football. Cheers, Glory Days. I try my best. I do try my best, my friend. I just say I love football. I just love football. As I said, football fan, Arsenal supporter. Love football. Respect every single fan. Being a football fan is hard no matter who you support. It's hard work being a football fan. You go through all different emotions, relationships, costs you your money, sleepless nights, horrible weekends. Being a football fan is hard. When you support a football team, it's hard work, no matter who you support, whether you support Brighton, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Tottenham, It's hard work being a football fan. Hard work. So I've got respect for all football fans. I don't disrespect any football fan. I probably get disrespected by them, but I don't care. I don't disrespect anyone. You know, one of the best experiences I've ever had is going to Newcastle. As a football fan, going to Newcastle, coming out of that stadium and drinking in the pubs where all the Newcastle fans are and all that, whether you win, lose, or draw. Honestly, it's the best place in the world to be as a football fan is in Newcastle. Because they are genuine football fans. You don't fear for your life. You don't get a load of stick. Everyone's shaking your hand. Well done, patting you on the back. Talking about football, talking about different players. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant place to be. Big up the glory days, Lynch. You get a big up from Lynch glory days. You've hit the big times. Absolute legend, the Lynch. We're going to win the league, but it's hard work. Yeah, well, I think we will win it. I still think we will win it. But there's still a lot of things I'm not happy with. Some people are saying we ain't going to win it under this manager, and I get that. But all I'm saying is I don't want the manager at the football club. Big up the Suge, my friend. I hope you're well. How you doing, brother? Wow. How you doing? I hope everything's all good, Suge. Lovely to see you, my friend. Lovely to see you. Newcastle is a great night out. Bev, honestly, it's one of the best places I've been to football. It's come round time where Brazil. I enjoyed Anfield as well. Going to Liverpool. Liverpool's a great city. Brilliant city. Love Liverpool, man. Love the people as well. Everton as well. Been to Goodison Park. It's another great. I used to love Goodison Park. Great place to be. Great fans. Great people. But again, going to West Ham. Used to like going to the old bowling ground. Palace. Didn't like Chelsea. Not a lover of Stamford Bridge. Don't like Stamford Bridge. What other grounds? The old baseball ground I've been to. Portsmouth, Fratton Park. Plymouth. Been down to Plymouth. Yeah. Brighton. Yeah. Newcastle women, yeah. I'll tell you what, that Nuki Brown, man, that drink that they drink, that beer they drink, that Nuki Brown is absolutely lethal stuff. Lethal. DJB, City team aren't winning anything. No, do you know what? No one's really grabbed it, are they? No one really wants it, do they? No one's gone on a mad run. As I said, we should be sitting here on our 62 points, 61, 62 points. We shouldn't have 50 points. We should have more than that. We should have beat Liverpool home and away. Should have beat Chelsea 10 men. Should have beaten Aston Villa at Villa Park. Yeah. There is no way we should have 50 points. We should have more than that. And it's concerning we ain't got it. 100%. Been Newcastle away once. That coach from London is a joke. Oh, Lux, man. It's far. DJB, the city is not nice. I'm on about the ground. We used to get battered by Liverpool. Yeah, Anfield's a tough place to go, no matter how bad they're playing. It is a tough place to go. That's one thing this season, isn't it? Anfield don't feel the fortress. Something about Anfield this season. Is it me, or have they lost a lot of their atmosphere as well this season? It just don't feel the same place. Big up DJB, great hospitality. That's what it's all about, being a fan of football. I'm starting to follow my local team, Southend, again. Got a lot of love for my local team. Man like Danso, listen, I've got no problems, people that follow their local team. No problems at all. I know you're an Arsenal fan through and through, 100%. I keep an eye on my local team. Always have done. Always. I make no bones about it. I always want Dagenham and Redbridge and that to do well. Always keep an eye out. I keep an eye out on my local teams all the time. 100%. Been to Dagenham and Redbridge many a time, loads of times. You know, when I couldn't get to Arsenal or Arsenal weren't playing or whatever. Always watch them. You know, watching your local team is good. It's not a problem with that at all. Obviously, I'm Arsenal through and through, and if ever Dagenham and Redbridge played Arsenal in an FA Cup, I'd want Arsenal to win. Of course I would. But you know, I think following local leagues is not a problem at all. Semenyo and Gahey signings might buy them the league. That's do you know what? I've not spoken about this before we go. 3 hours I've been going for, people. 3 hours. I'm crazy. But before I go, that Gahey signing has got to be one of the best signings for years. Take away his wages, 20 million for Mark Gahey. That is crazy. I mean, that is a signing. All right, I know they slipped up against Man United, but sometimes that can be the kicking up the backside you need when you're being beaten by your local rivals. Because their next lot of fixtures are very favourable now. Man City could easily go on a run now, 5 games unbeaten. That's the worrying thing as well. That's why we've got to get 3 points against Man United. Because Man City could easily go on a mad run now and do madness. Ridiculous wages have ruined the game. Terry, it has. Everything's ruined the game. Wages, merchandise, how much it is to get in. Football, honestly, it's crazy. It'll outprice itself. I'm telling you. Everyone seems to be giving Arsenal the title on the plate. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. As I said, if I took my Arsenal hat off and I was a betting man and someone said, who do you think will win the league? Of course I'm going to say Arsenal. They're 7 points clear. You'd be mad not to. But I'm not there yet. My feet have always been firmly on the ground and I'm taking every single game as it comes. Every single games. Big up, guys. Make sure that you're smashing the likes. Make sure that you're subbing to the channel as well. And if you don't want to sub, just smash a like. It'll really help the channel out, people. Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Anfield on late knockout Champions League game is rocking. Yeah, it probably is. Probably I just got a little, I don't know. I don't know. It just don't seem that threatening this season. They'll be back. Listen, Wirtz is starting to fire and he's starting to look good. Next season, Liverpool will be strong. Liverpool will be massive next year. This is what I'm saying about Arteta. If he doesn't move with the times and players don't start improving, then next season we'll be lucky to finish 5th or 6th. 100%. Big up the Suge, man. All good. Just making changes to one small local Indian football team at a time. Breaking lazy attitudes they got. Not allowing poor attitude like Arsenal squad. Big up, Suge. Excellent, mate. Nice to see you. I've been worried about you, my friend. I hope you've been all well. I hope you were okay. Just making changes to one small local India. I'm sure the changes you're making are worth it, my friend. Are worth it. I hope they appreciate it. You're legend, Suge. Big up, my friend. Darren Semenyo won them the semi-final last week on his own. He's quality, Semenyo. I like him. Sue's the legends of legends. See, look, say no more. You get a legend off a Lynch, mate. You know you're a legend. DJB, did you ever go to... Yes, I did go to Roker Park, Middlesbrough. I did. A little bit more intimidating than Newcastle, I've got to admit. Enjoyed it, though. I like the North East. I do like the North East. I like the people. Genuine people from the North East. Anyone from the North East in the chat, bless and love, my friends. Big up the Lynch. There's some nice people all round, though, isn't there? There's some... I mean, the thing is, there are a lot of nice people in this world, you know. There is a lot of nice people in this world. I like to go about life thinking there's more nice people in this world than evil people. There's some evil bastards, I know there is, but I like to live life thinking that there's a lot of nice people. You know? And football fans are the nicest, I think, on the whole. That's why I want England to win the World Cup. Because it'll just unite everyone, won't it? Everyone will get together. As much as I hate Man United, you'd be standing next to Man United fans jumping up and down. You imagine it. Liverpool fans, Newcastle fans, West Ham fans, Tottenham fans. It won't matter. It won't matter. England winning, your nation winning the World Cup. Don't matter where you're from. Imagine your nation. What the feeling that must be is amazing. When France won the World Cup down the Champs-Elysees, imagine that feeling. Imagine that night. Or in Brazil, in Rio, or Argentina, in Buenos Aires, or whatever. Imagine it. It must be amazing. I'd love England to win the World Cup. I'd absolutely love it. Liverpool always turn up against Man City. So does Tottenham. I see Man City losing those games. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I would say yes. But after Man City losing against one of their rivals, Man United, I think that that's going to, I don't know. I just think they're going to, I think they'll, I might be wrong, but I think that's just going to give them a reaction. Gate with 20 minutes. It's a still. I don't know how they've done it. How have they managed that? Seriously. How have they managed that? I don't know how they've done it. I don't even know how they're buying players. Manchester City. How long is this court case going on for? I mean, that's just going on and on and on and on. Going up north, they're not in a rush and smile at you. But here in London, so I think with London, everything's 100 mile an hour. Everything is 100 mile an hour. Roads are busy, stations are busy. People have got to get there yesterday and should have been there the day before and weren't there on time and this, that, and the other. I don't think most people are miserable in London. I think it's just their busy lives. Whereas other parts of the country, they're just more laid back. You go down to the west of the country, like Cornwall and all of that, Devon and Cornwall, which is beautiful coastline. Beautiful coastline. You go people down there, it's just like different world. You daren't ask anyone for directions. You'd be there all day. Can you tell me the way to get to the local fish and chip now? What you want to do? You want to go? No, you don't want to go down there. Do a let? No, you don't want to go left. Where did Farmer Sid go, Bessie? Oh, right. No, they turned right down. Honestly, you just want to know where to go. They've got all the time in the world. I'll never forget. I love Cornwall. I love going down to Cornwall. We went to this little village in Cornwall. I can't remember what it was. Went in this pub. We ordered food at like 6:30. 8:15, it rolls out. There's only 20 people in the pub. They just don't hurry. They're just like, so what? Doesn't matter. And you can't get annoyed about it because they're so friendly. I love it, really. That's my way of life. That's what I want. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's crazy. Yeah, Lux. Is that the IPL? Southern Gooner will win the league, mate. Book your flight. Is he in the chat? Southern Gooner, have I missed something? My first team in London should I go? My first time in London, where should I go? Oh, it's loads of places, man. London's a great city. I'm not being biased here when I say this, right? And I've been to a lot of cities, lots and lots. But you'd be hard pushed to beat London as a city for its history, the buildings. No country has got a history like England, like London, with all the royalty and everything else, and just the buildings in London are just magnificent. Although I did go Prague, and some of the churches and the buildings in Prague are just fantastic. But listen, I'm not saying it because I'm in London, but London, I would imagine that people that hop around the world and go city breaks, I would say that London is probably in most people's top 5 cities they've ever been to. If you was to grab someone that's been to a lot of cities and say, name your top 5 cities, London would always be in there. I'm pretty sure of it. But where to go in London? Just stick to the city, my friend. Have a little walk around the city. Covent Garden, all round there. Covent Garden's a nice place to go. That's buzzing. That's thriving. It's always nice. Chinatown, pop along to Chinatown, all round there. Walking along the embankments, lovely of a night, especially in the summer. Going along, you can walk from sort of London Bridge all the way along Borough Market, all them sort of places. Yeah, there's lots of places to go in London, my friend. Enjoy. Missed it. Been too busy. Yeah, missed it, my friend. We've missed you and all, Suge. Don't you worry about that, my friend. Missed you as well, brother. Especially Aaron. Suge felt bad for Coley. He played really well, but others bottled it. We talking cricket. I'll tell you. Are we ever going to go to Australia and actually win? Do you know what I mean? Embarrassing. The performances in England cricket are just terrible. Absolutely terrible. One thing I look forward to in the summer is going over to watch Essex play on the Friday, on the Friday. Friday night cricket at Essex. Brilliant. Love it. The old bash, the old T20s. Brilliant. You going on Aaron's show tonight? I will be on Aaron's show tonight, Sahal. Yep, the OGs, definitely. Yes, DJ, laugh out loud. The Ashes was nuts. Yeah, crazy. Crap again, won't we? Absolutely. I don't agree with this Bazball malarkey. I think it's got to change. DJB England gifted the Ashes way too early. Always do. Always do. There's got to be some major surgery in that cricket, in that England team. We lost the league at Anfield, blew the Champions League at the Lane. Yeah, Darren, mate, you're right, my friend. Mate, you're right. J-Lux video, Poland has beautiful places. Yeah, I want to go to Krakow. One of the places I want to go to. I've not been there. Not been to Poland. It's definitely one of the places I want to go to. It looks amazing. Looks absolutely amazing. Antwerp as well is another place I want to visit. Want to go to Antwerp. Not been there. Been to Bruges. But I've not been to Antwerp. I'd like to go to Antwerp. Still a few places I'd like to go to. I've never been Rome. I want to go to Rome as well. That's on the list. Go to Rome. Yeah. D-Baby, was you ever a fan of snooker? Do you know what? I liked snooker back in the day. I liked snooker, Steve Davis, Hendry, Higgins, all of them men, Terry Griffiths, all of that era, that sort of 80s, 90s era of snooker I liked. I still watch it if it's on. But I did like that era of snooker because you had characters, didn't you? You had your characters and it was kind of, I still watch it. I still think it's amazing how they just sort of like pot the balls and set themselves up and move the cue ball around the table. Ronnie O'Sullivan's one of the best players I've ever seen. Steve Davis was up there as well, but Ronnie O'Sullivan was just naturally brilliant. Brilliant player. Darts, not taken by darts, to be honest. Darts for me, I've not really kind of, how can I say? Yeah, I've not fallen in love with darts, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I watch certain, yeah, Jimmy White, man, Jimmy White. So desperately wanted him to be world champion. But darts, you know, I watch my tennis. I do watch the French. Watch Wimbledon. Um, do watch cricket. Watch athletics, and which I can't wait. The Winter Olympics starts soon. Love the Winter Olympics. Love it. I love all the bobsleigh, luge, downhill, men's skiing. Used to watch Ski Sunday religiously all the time. All the time. Pierman Zoubriggen was one of my heroes. Loved it. Used to watch Grand Prix back in the day when everyone was equal. When every racing driver had a chance of winning. Now it's like, no, I don't watch it now. Sri Lanka versus England ODI series next week. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Vincenzo only went because of free plane ticket. Big up to you, my friend. Big up to everyone that's in. Make sure you smash a like on the guys. Guys, 3 hours and 21 minutes. You know when it's been a bad time for Arsenal when DJB's doing like Lee Gunner streams. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know? Man, I don't like Kyron that much. Oh, well, in the snooker? Yeah. I've not taken to him. DJB, you like American sports? I'm from the US. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I watch the Super Bowl. I watch a bit of American football. Baseball, no. But my son's been to a baseball match and said the atmosphere is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Baseball's like rounders, isn't it? That's all it is. But EJB doing Lee hours. I know. It's crazy. Imagine if Arsenal don't win the Premier League. We're all doing streams. We're all linking up and doing 24-hour streams. We've all agreed to it. Shane will do 24 hours. We'll all be on Shane's. Then I'll do a 24-hour. Then Aaron will do a 24-hour. Northside, Rashid, Views, everyone. All of our channels will do like a 24-hour round robin stream. You know, it'd be crazy. Yeah, bless everyone in the chat, guys. Bless you all for being in. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Tuesday, 6:30 live on Amazon into the Arsenal. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be watching it. We will be watching it. 100%. 100%. And be nice to see Arsenal win. Always nice to see Arsenal win, especially at a stadium like Milan's. Always nice. Big up, Lux, my brother. Bless you as well, my friend. Love to the family and everyone. Same as the chat. Big up. Loads of time for every single one of you. Thank you very much. All those that crept in as well. Don't know what happened there. StreamYard was doing all sorts of mad. Sorry, people. Don't know what happened now. StreamYard just went into blips. It's crazy. Yeah, big up, everyone. Thank you very much for everybody that's been in. Suge, what can I say? Big up DJB in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. There you go. If Suge has said it, Suge is back. Make sure, Suge, yeah, Martin Tap, DJB, spitting facts again, my G. Big up Martin Tap, my friend. Big up, my friend, to you. 100%. That's been in there for quite a while. I do appreciate. Thank you very much indeed, Martin. 100%. Thank you very much indeed. Every single one of yous. Absolute legends. Yeah, so we march on. We march on. Arsenal 0-0 against Liverpool, no goals scored. Arsenal 0-0 against Nottingham Forest, no goals scored. 2 games, £1 billion spent, most prolific goal scorer in Europe, and we can't score. You make it make sense. I've tried to make it make sense. I don't know. Am I worried? I'm concerned, and we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. Big up the Lynch. Thank you, my friend. As always, 100%. Thank you, everyone. Man like Danso, Lux, Darren Sullivan, everyone that's been in, all those that come over from Leeds, everyone that's come in first time, hit the channel. Thanks for all your comments, all your likes, every single one of you people. What have I got coming up? I've got Lee's show tomorrow, me, Latin Jez, Kenny Ken, going over this football team. OG show tomorrow night. Tuesday, Arsenal into Milan. So I might do a late show. Might do a late show chat Tuesday night. Look out for that. Make sure you click on your notifications. And Wednesday, midweek mingle. That'll be coming up. And yeah, all good. Thursday tea time chat as well with Kenny Ken. So that'll be interesting. Looking forward to the Man United game. I'll put them all up. I'll put them all up tomorrow, guys. So turn your notifications on. Be there or be square, people. But look after yourselves. Have a great Monday. Have a great rest of the week. And big up to every single one of you. Thank you very much for joining me. Bless, love, take care, people. Take care.